All right, thank you. Look like he's Halloween in the early there. I like you wear low top or 3/4 high.
Yeah, they were like Pittsburgh defense line side.
You'll be running.
Yeah. Just before the game over, once the game gets going, we're in good shape.
We're gonna do that every mission.
Oh,
Have fun, girl. Bob Stapleton was really mad. He was really mad. I hope they can use rain. I think it's the best thing. Yeah, I know. That's okay. That's okay. On one.
good boy.
Alexandra beat the team to pulp last week because they only have 6 sacks still. Oh.
We're going to have 127.
I know. I hope it's that way.
We don't.
Good evening. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're at Alexandria High School. It's going to be the second round of the sectional. We're going to visit right now with head coach of the Tipton Blue Devils,
Coach Aaron Toll. Good to see you, sir.
It's always good to be here. Second round of the sectional because that means that you won the first round. So it's just kind of survive and advance at this point. So we were able to play one of our better ball games of the year last week, beat a really good Eastbrook team. We're going to have a very similar approach tonight and performance tonight to do the same.
I got mentioned back in 21. Last time you played these guys, you got to win.
Yeah, conditions were terrible that night. It rained. Field was underwater. And honestly, probably the biggest part of that game was our kids' mindset. We were pretty senior laden that year. We came in, and it didn't matter if it was sunny, snowy, rainy. They had a job to do, and they really came out of the gates ready to play. I think we were ahead 35-0 at the end of the first quarter, and really kind of took control of the game early, and great performance. So we've had a lot of good performances over here in years past.
I know you spoke about Eastbrook. If you don't mind, part of his interview, but not all. We're going to walk this direction. Apologize. We might have been disconnected during Coach Toll's interview at the tail end. I think we got part of it. We are working on a phone line. We got to mention it's AT&T. It's cellular, but we've used this phone line, AT&T, more than 15 years. Put me in sports. We'll hope you'll stay tuned. We're going to see if we can find Coach Gast. He said we could talk with him about 6:35. He's with his team right now. They're running some time-ups. I tell you what, Larry, this is a nice environment here at Alexandria High School.
It is. It's a nice facility, and grass is nice and green, and so that's going to be a great night for football. It's probably around, around 52 degrees or so right now. Maybe get down to around 40 by the end of the game, but not a cloud in the sky. It's pretty still, not much wind at all. The flag's, drooping way straight down, so good night for football.
Absolutely, yes. They got some pretty good rain, but this field seemed to soak it up.
Yeah, we've been walking on it now for about 15 minutes, and my shoes are still dry, so that's a good sign.
Absolutely. Tell you what, a lot of folks on hand tonight. Both teams, both fan bases are absolutely proud of their own team.
Yeah, well, they should be. Both programs year in, year out have winning programs, and, some years better than others, but I'm sure when Alexandria, if they play over Tipton, they travel well over there. It's not that far away, about 35 minutes or so between these two communities, but very similar communities. They love their high school sports, and they come out to support it.
Absolutely. Got to mention Mr. House. Mr. House, he greeted us with open arms, the athletic director. He allowed us a spot to broadcast up on top of the press box. That's nice. There are 4 broadcast stations here covering this game tonight. And tell you what, they ought to get some good coverage here tonight. And we're going to stand beside the guys over here doing time-ups. We'll walk up to Coach Gast here in a moment. One thing you don't want to do is interrupt a coach. And Bud Wright put me in my spot back in 2008. I learned from him. But we'll walk this direction here in a moment. You got some big guys. You got some tall guys. The basketball team's going to be fit.
Yeah, absolutely. Throw that ball up. Let some guys go get it. Sitting here amongst a couple tree trunks here.
So they're working right there, and they're going to get a hand clap, and Coach is going to walk this direction. We'll see if we can let him see us. Let's walk this direction, and we'll see if he's got a moment. It's going to be the first time I'll ever meet this gentleman. Been communicated by email. 21-year varsity head football coach, 16th year here at Alexandria. And then they're running some offense right there. Some of the coaches here at Alexandria, they're wearing gloves. My dad told me before I left, he said, it's not cold unless it's 0. It's just a bit chilly tonight. And they're running some time-ups right there. Left-handed center. Don't see them very often, but they're working the time-ups right there. 24:50 on the pregame clock, and we'll see if Coach has a minute for us. And we'll work this direction. He's going to talk with us right now. Coach Gast, it's a blessing to see you. Appreciate that.
Hey, thanks. Glad to talk.
I tell you what, I appreciate your email response. That was great. My name's AJ. This is Larry. We'll do a good job up there. Work for both teams. We got notes for both teams. Your son's going to sound real good, honestly. Coach of the Alexandria Tigers, Mr. Pete Gast. Coach, you've been at Alexandria. This is year number 16.
Hard to believe, I know. Seems just like yesterday. So it's been a good 16 years. We've got a good thing going here. The kids work hard, and we have a lot of fun.
I got to ask you, your son, was he just born, or was he about 1 when you got here?
I think he was born. He was born, and he was a very, very young one when I got here. He was crawling around on this same grass.
Was that planned in any way to be here at Alexandria?
No. It just God kind of led us here, and here we are.
That sounds good. Coach, I'm going to mention you had Wabash last week. Can I ask you a question about a play?
Sure.
It might have been the Eastbrook game, the shovel pass that they called a fumble. How can that be?
Right. It's a designed jet screen, or not jet screen, jet sweep.
and we flipped that thing forward, and they just missed it. So it happens, and you just move on and play on.
That's very good. I saw the next play where you guys were on defense. I said, no way.
Yeah. It was just, missed call, and, how you handle adversity says a lot, and we just moved on.
I can tell why you're a 21-year coach. You've got a good demeanor. Got to mention last week you had Wabash. 74-48. Were there any punts in the game? We'll walk this direction.
We did not punt. We had 10 possessions, all 10 of them, and they punted a few times.
I was guessing about that way. Coach, I'm going to mention you got some good wins this year. You beat Class 3A Oak Hill. That was overtime, 22-21, a conference game.
It was an amazing night. It was the night of the hurricane that everybody was dealing with wind and rain, and it was 14-0 Oak Hill at half. 14-0 at half, and we got in the locker room and just kept our cool and made some adjustments and went out and played a really good second half. Brady and company, those receivers and him, really executed our pass game in the wind, including the 2-point play to Clayton Martin was a pass out of the backfield into the corner of the end zone, and real proud of those guys on handling the situation and to come from behind, and that was really a huge part of our season.
The next week you got another 3A win versus Frankton, conference game 42-28.
Yeah, that's a big rival. They're just 5 minutes down the road, and big rival for us, and we always get up for them, and we played a really good game. At halftime, I think it was 28-7, and we were in control. We just played a really good first half, and got that one done.
Coach, I'm not going to take all your time. I hope I won't. But I got to mention, you got 2 seniors on your offensive line. The rest of your offense are juniors or 1 sophomore.
Yeah, we're pretty young. Those 2 seniors are really valuable. Trevor Martin and Levi Coons kind of anchor that, the leadership and really just like the strength up front. But yeah, beyond that, we're young. Our kids have been in this program since junior high, running the same stuff, and so it allows them to come in even as a freshman or a sophomore and know what you're doing in our offense or in our system.
2 more things, that's all right. Got to mention number 32, Siler Hartwell. He leads your team with 63 tackles. He's got 2 sacks, 1 interception. He's played all 10 games.
He's very reliable, and he's very flexible in the fact that, like, one game we'll use him as an outside backer. Another game he'll be a cover kid and man coverage. He can rush the passer, so he's very versatile and a big part of our defense.
Coach, going to mention both quarterbacks tonight. Dad is on the sideline. Each dad is the head coach. That's got to be very uncommon.
It's the first time I can remember it. I've coached against other coaches whose sons were playing, but not both at quarterback, and they both were number 2.
I saw that.
Yeah, to make it even more ironic. So I like our kid, but they got a good kid too, and both of us coaches, Coach Cole and I, are blessed to be able to coach good kids.
I appreciate you. Thanks for talking with that.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks. Good luck. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. So we'll walk this direction. We'll walk back up in the press box. I tell you what, he is softly spoken, about like an Aaron Toll. I tell you what, it's just incredible how many good people there are in the world.
Well, yeah, and I tell you, coaches, I don't want to throw myself in that boat. These guys have been doing a lot longer than I have, obviously, and a lot different level. But, they care about their kids or they wouldn't be doing this. They make very little money to do what they do. So, the love of the game and the love of their team is what keeps them coming back every year.
I tell you what, Larry, it's getting a little bit chillier, but hey, before I forget, Tuesday is a very special day. You know that. But tonight, I do appreciate you giving up your Taylor Swift tickets to be here.
Well, I sold them online for $10,000 a piece, so I did pretty well. No, just joking, but not the biggest Taylor fan, and but hope she puts on a good show because a lot of people pay a lot of money for those tickets.
No doubt. 1,800, they say. 600 for a nosebleed section. I can't even name one song she sings. Even if I knew it, I know I could. But we're going to walk this direction. We're going to go through the press box right now. So appreciate you listening. We'll walk this direction. We'll go up the ladder. It is a vertical ladder. Vertical ladder right here. Westfield High School, about as vertical before they built the stadium. But it's getting easier. More times you rep up the ladder. So up up on top of the press box. A blessing to be able to work here. As mentioned, 4 broadcast stations here. They're going to be talking on each other's broadcast. But it's going to work out tonight. Everybody's going to work out. And Larry's making his way up the press box. And Larry's going to get us started off right here with Put Me in Sports.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Alexandra High School, Tiger Stadium, home of the Alexandra Tigers. We welcome you to today's education-based Indiana High School varsity football game, the Tipton Blue Devils and the Alexandria Tigers. This internet radio coverage is made possible by AudioSportsOnline.net, that's ASO, Rod Kendall, providing internet radio access for PutMeInSports.com since 2008.
I tell you what, Larry, they got some games that happened last week, round 1. Round 1 games last week on the 25th. 6-3 Alexandria. They went to 2-7 Wabash. 7 o'clock start. Alexandria 74. Coach Gass let us know that they did not punt. I've seen those type of games before with the orange jersey being worn. And Wabash Apaches got 48, and he said they might have punted 2 or 3 times.
Well, that was obviously a offensive deluge, 122 points scored in one football game. It was exciting. I hope there weren't any defensive fans there.
And then last week, 4-5, the Eastbrook Panthers went to Tipton, 7 o'clock start, 5-4, Tipton Blue Devils, 5-4 then. They're 6-4 now. Tipton got 17 points in the second half. Won the game with Eastbrook only scoring 7 in the first half.
Yeah, that was a kind of a strange game, as Coach Stoll. I don't know if we got all his interview before the game, but we Blue Devils got down inside the 5-yard line and couldn't stick it in, and then also had another drive stalled with an interception inside the 5-yard line. So went in the half down to 0-7 against Eastbrook and came out and outscored them 17-0 in the football game.
So 17 the first in the second half. So we'll mention last week, 1-8 Elwood Panthers. They traveled to Rochester. Rochester Zebras. There seemed to be a fan favorite in this sectional. But they're 8-2 now. Rochester got the win 46-0. Larry, I'm going to mention, I was at Elwood with my wife eating breakfast last week at Friendly's. Couple of guys from Elwood walk in with their leather jackets. I walk over after our meal, and I commend those guys. I say, stick with it. I said, your Coach Morales is going to get you guys turned around, and I bought their meal.
Yeah, I tell you, well, that was great. Great for you to do that, AJ. But, yeah, Elwood's rebuilding a program. Coach Morales was a big-time football player over there and got 2 of his sons that are helping him try to resurrect that program. He started the youth league over there in Elwood, so it's only a matter of time before he's got them back going the right direction.
And the last game last week, there were 8 teams. 4th game last week, it was Blackford Bruins. They entered the game 2-7. They traveled to the Eastern Comets. They entered the game at 5-4. Eastern got the win 35-7.
Yeah, I have not seen Blackford play. I'm pretty familiar with Eastern, and they always have a pretty tough football team up there.
And Larry's going to bring you up to date on this week.
All right. This week, October, final scores. Or I'm sorry, we're into November. They're looking at the wrong side of the page here. Again, final scores here. 2A, 4 teams remaining. November 1st, Friday night. We've got, again, the 7-3 Alexandria Tigers versus the Tipton Blue Devils right here at Tiger Stadium. The Class 2A Sectional 36 semifinal games. The other one is up in Greentown, Indiana, where the 8-2 Rochester Zebras will be going against and visiting the Eastern Comets, presently at 6-4. 2A 36 semifinals tonight.
So 4 teams whittled off last week, and they got 4 left. After tonight, there'll be 2 left, and they'll play next week for the final in Class 2A Sectional 36. And on Class 5A, Class 6A, they begin their process tonight. They didn't have to play last week because they've got less schools in their class.
Much less when you get up into those big schools. A lot of smaller schools play football and get a chance to participate in the tournament.
So we'll mention a little bit about each school here tonight. We'll talk about the home team on the scoreboard. It's going to be the Alexandria Tigers. Alexandria Tigers, they have a school enrollment of 468. They're Class 2A, Sectional 36. 8 in the sectional, as mentioned, 4 of them no longer in the sectional. Tonight, it's Alexandria Tipton, Rochester Eastern, followed up by Wabash, Eastbrook, Elwood, Blackford. The principal here at Alexandria High School is Mr. Greg Kyle. The athletic director, he's a gentleman and a scholar. That's Mr. Kerry House. The athletic secretary is Teresa Baker. She is the right-hand man. That's what Kerry House said. She's a right-hand lady, and that makes it a lot easier with an athletic secretary. I know last time we were here, the AD named Mickey did not have a secretary. I tell you what, they worked him hard. I hope he's doing well now. I heard he's still in the organization. He's a principal now. I think that's what they told me. So we'll mention the athletic trainer tonight at Alexandria High School is Josh Blanton. I met Josh Blanton yesterday. He brought me up on the press box. That was nice to take a look at it. But I'm going to mention Josh Blanton, athletic trainer. He let me know that he has biologically has 9 brothers and 1 sister, and they're all from the same mom and dad.
Well, that's how it is in these farming communities. You know how it used to be, at least. Got to have a big table for Christmas dinner, I guess.
That sounds good. And we'll mention right here, we're going to play at Tiger Field. This is Tiger Field, natural grass. Alexandria High School is located at 1 Burden, B-U-R-D-E-N, 1 Burden Court, Alexandria, Indiana, 46001. You can reach them by phone at 765-724-4496. On the web, it's AMHS. That's Alexandria Monroe High School. AMHSathletics.com. They wear the colors cardinal and gold. They perform in the Central Indiana Conference. There are 8 teams in that conference. And I will mention the order of finish. The first 3 teams I'll mention, they're still alive in the tournament. Finishing in first place this year, 7-0 in the conference, Mississinawa. They're currently 10 wins, 0 losses. Finishing in second place, 6-1, Madison Grant. Madison Grant currently 9-1 on the season. And I got to go back to week number 9, final regular season game. Brady Turner, the coach of Madison Grant, he and his troops took on Mississinawa and just did get defeated 26-22. 3A school playing a 1A school. At third place in Central Indiana Conference this season is the Alexandria Tigers, 4-3. Alexandria 7-3 presently. And we'll also mention at number 4, 4-3 Oak Hill, 6-4 on the season. Number 5, 4-3 Eastbrook, 4-6 on the season. Number 6, 2-5, that's Frankton. They're 2-8. They finished last week. At number 7, it's Blackford. Finished this conference at 1-6, 2-8 overall. And the Elwood Panthers at number 8 finished 0-7. They finished 1-9 overall. We'll mention the Alexandria Tigers are 7-3 on the season. They did finish 4-3, third place of 8 teams in the Central Indiana Conference. Alexandria Tigers, this is an average, offensive average, all 10 games. Alexandria scoring at a clip of 34.9 per game average. They're giving up defensively 28 points per game. That's an average. The head coach is Mr. Pete Gast. Very kind gentleman. Spoke with him pregame. We'll hope you'll rewind and take a listen to his interview. And I'll mention he is a math teacher. He teaches mathematics here at Alexandria High School. He's working in year number 16 here at Alexandria. 76 wins, 91 losses. He's working in his 21st year overall. 91 wins, 126 losses. And I'll mention he played high school football in Missouri. He went to Lafayette, that's in Missouri, 1988 graduate. And he went to college at Millikan College, that's in Illinois, the 1992 graduate. And tonight's winner will advance to next week's championship game. Class 36, I should say Class 2A Sectional 36. That'd be next Friday, the 8th of November. Tonight's winner will either play Rochester or Eastern. Here's Larry with the Blue Devils.
Thanks, AJ. Tipton Blue Devils, again, we're talking about Class 2A Sectional 36, as AJ mentioned. Tonight playing at Alexandra Tiger Stadium against the Alexandra Tigers. Principal at Tipton is Mr. Craig Leach, Athletic Director Corey Fernung, and Athletic Trainer Mr. Bert Emmert. Tipton Blue Devils, Tipton High School, Tipton has an enrollment of 454. Tipton High School is located at 619 South Main Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. Phone number is 765-675-7431. You can also follow them at tiptonathletics.com. They wear the blue and white. In the Hoosier Conference, there are 9 teams, 2 divisions in the Hoosier Conference. There's 4 in the small school division and 5 in the big school division. Starting with the small school division, on the year 9-0, Lafayette Central Catholic Knights are first place in that division. Tipton Blue Devils, number 2, 6-4. Rensselaer Central at 3-6, and Benton Central at 0-10. In the big school division, Logansport finished in the lead. They have a record of 9-1. West Lafayette 7-3. Hamilton Heights 4-6. Twin Lakes 5-5, and Western 0-10. Tipton Ford Field is synthetic field turf. And the Hoosier Conference Small Division, they are 2-1. Coach Aaron Toll is in his 20th year. His record is a combined 142-85, all at Tipton. He's a Tipton High School graduate from 1990 and an IU graduate from 1995. Next is tonight's winner will advance to the 2A Sectional 36 Championship game next Friday, November 11th at either Rochester or Eastern.
Hey, thanks, Larry. Hey, we'll mention a little bit about what happened last week in the Hoosier Conference. We'll let you know the Hoosier Conference last week, round 1. The results, there were 9 Hoosier Conference teams and 7 games last week. Muncie Central Bearcats were at the Logansport Berries. It's Class 4A Sectional 20. Logansport Berries got the win, 35-13. We'll also mention the Frankton Eagles were at West Lafayette doing battle with the Red Devils. That's Class 3A Sectional 27. West Lafayette got the win, 49-7. We're not going to mention the team, but Northwestern will be home with West Lafayette tonight.
Yeah, big game for our buddy Coach Small up there at Northwestern.
So we'll also mention last week, Benton Central Bison, they traveled to Northwestern. Northwestern is Class 3A Sectional 27. I think I just mentioned that. Maybe I did. Yeah, I did mention that. But so we'll mention Western Panthers. Western Panthers also Sectional 27, Class 3A. They were at Twin Lakes last week. Twin Lakes got the win, 31-6. Hamilton Heights last week, they're in Sectional 29 out of Class 3A. Hamilton Heights were at the Speedway Spark Plugs. They played that game at Decatur Central because Speedway football field is under reconstruction. So they're making good strides, evidently, right there at Speedway. And Hamilton Heights got the win last week, 41-7. Hamilton Heights hosting Guerin Catholic tonight. And Central Catholic Knights, they traveled to Delphi, did battle with the Oracles. That's Class 2A Sectional 34. Central Catholic got the win, 63-21. In the final game last week that took place, Eastbrook Panthers were at the Tipton Blue Devils, Class 2A Sectional 36. As you know, Tipton got the win, 17-7. Rensselaer Central Bombers, they drew the bye last week. They were either going to play Lake Station tonight or Bremen, and Larry will let you know they played Bremen.
All right, yeah, and the Hoosier Conference teams playing tonight, November 1st, the second round of the section semifinals. In 4A, Class 4A, Sectional 20, Logan Sports Berries 9-1 will be at the Lebanon Tigers 8-2. Start time 7 o'clock. Ought to be a good game over there. 3A, Section 27, will be the 7-3 Lafayette Red Devils at the Northwestern Tigers 9-1. 3A, Sectional 27, Twin Lakes at 5-5 will be traveling to the Maconaquah Braves, who are 10-0. We'll rise here and take our hats off for the national anthem.
Well, that sounded good. That had to be the Gaithers. Bill and Gloria Gaither. Mark Lowry. Mark Lowry, he's a riot. Go ahead and finish if you want to.
Yeah, the Gaither vocal band. Familiar over here. So we will finish up with what we were talking about with the Hoosier Conference teams playing tonight. 3A class at Section 29, the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles at 5-5 will be visiting Hamilton Heights Huskies 4-6. Also, 3A Section 33, the Rensselaer Central Bombers at 3-6 will be traveling to the Bremen Lions 6-4 at 7:30. 2A Sectional 34, Western Boone Stars at 8-2 will be at Ritter at Central Catholic 9-0. Yeah, they're 9-0. The Lightning game did not make that game up. And the final game, 2A, Sectional 36, is Tipton Blue Devils, 6-4, right here at Alexandria Tiger Stadium, facing the Tigers at 7-3.
It looks like Alexandria is going to receive, evidently, Tipton. Won the toss and allowed Alexandria to make the choice. So we'll also mention in the Central Indiana Conference tonight, CIC, there are 3 teams still active of the 8 teams in the conference. And I'm playing tonight for sectional semifinals. Class 3A, sectional 28, 5-5 Delta Eagles are at the 10-0 Mississinawa Indians at the 7 o'clock start. Class 1A, sectional 44, Central Indiana Conference, Madison Grand Argyles at 9-1. Took a drive. They're at Hagerstown tonight doing battle with the Tigers at 4-6, another 7 o'clock start. In Class 2A, sectional 36, that's happening right here. 6-4 Tipton Blue Devils are here. CIC conference members, 7-3 Alexandria Tigers. So we'll talk a little bit about Michelle Garman. Michelle Garman, for comprehensive coverage of Tipton County sports, check out the Tipton County Tribune. The printed edition is published every Wednesday, but one does not have to wait until Wednesday for sports stories, as well as other stories, including breaking content. It's always available online. TiptonCountyTribune.com. We'll mention the Tipton County Tribune is currently owned by Cherry Road Media. You can get a subscription to the printed edition, or it also includes the online subscription. So we'll also mention online subscriptions are available by themselves. You can follow Michelle Garman. You can find her on X. That's Twitter. The address is the @ Michelle, 2 L's, _Garman for updates and scores. You can also find her on Instagram under the name Michelle Garman. So they're getting ready for the kickoff. They're going to kick off from the left hash. Mr. Nathan Hawkins, here comes the boot. We're underway, end under end, going to be taken at the 15. Going to take it back up the middle. Alexandria Tigers looking for an opening. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. The Blue Devils going to dive on it. They're going to pick it up. They're going to land on it right there at the Alexandria 39-yard line. Who put that hit on him?
I didn't see. Somebody went flashing through there. He was trying to get behind. Looked like a good wedge there, but somebody crashed it, and Nathan Hawkins, the kicker, jumped on the fumble.
So what they put the shoulder pad right on the ball, knocked it free about 5 yards forward.
It went careening forward a good way.
So Blue Devils going to have the opening possession. So they were fortunate here. They'll start at the Alexandria 39-yard line. From the left hash, they'll line up in a shotgun. Single man in the backfield, Calvin Condon. They'll go trips to the right. Mahaney is in the slot. Left side, it's Dallas Capshaw. Let's call it cadence. Quinn Toll, freshman quarterback. He'll hand off. Left to right, Calvin Condon. He's going to go parallel through the line of scrimmage. He'll be tackled. He will not get much on that one, probably very little, if any. So Calvin Condon, first ball carrier in the ball game.
Outside linebackers, Siler Hartwell, number 32, and Will Rowland, number 26, on the tackle for that Tiger.
So they mark it right back there, same spot, 39-yard line, but opposite side of the field. They'll go from the right hash this time. Dakota Garman going to line up split in left side. Over right side, Dallas Capshaw. Capshaw's going to line up in the H-back. Shotgun quarterback, single man in the backfield, Calvin Condon. The call for the snap, they're going to give a deep motion. They'll give it to Isaiah Mahaney. He'll try to break contain, and defense is good. He might have picked up half a yard. He was running parallel looking for an opening, couldn't find one.
Yeah, good pursuit by Siler Hartwell again for the Tigers, outside linebacker making the play.
So Blue Devils going to have it third down and 11. You're going to lose one on the play. They'll go back to the left hash, and they'll bring the play in. Mahaney's going to take a breather. Zach Ridgway has entered the huddle. 10:43 clock moving. We're in the first quarter. We're at Alexandria High School. Round 2, last time these two teams got together, it was right here in sectional round 1, I believe it was. And that was in 2021. So Ridgway going to slip from tight end left to tight end right. Shotgun snap and a roll right. Looking to pass is Quinn Toll. Toll's going to let one go. There's a flag on the play. The catch is made. Dakota Garman's going to pick up 14. He would have necessary yardage, but we'll see what the flag means.
Yeah, flag over here on the opposite side of where Quinn Toll was rolling out, so could have been a hold.
So they're going to talk it over. Blue Devils likely going to have to play third down again. It's going to be a chop block. Chop block, though. It's a low block. Trying to protect the young man. It probably wasn't really low because Tipton don't play that way.
No, and that's just a rule that's just fairly recent. It wasn't back in my day. Guys would light people up, and that's why they've tried to control that a little bit.
So they're backing it up, and the Blue Devils are going to be in a hole right here after a 15-yard mark-off. They're going to spot it at the Blue Devil 45-yard line. Line to gain is the 29 of Alexandria. So they're going to face 26 yards to the 29. So they'll go shotgun, empty backfield. Trip to the left, slot right. Calling the keys. Here comes deep motion. Dallas Capshaw takes a snap. Dropping the throw, 3 steps. Pass play, caught. Going to catch it at the 40. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. It's going to be Calvin Condit. Calvin Condit makes another reception in the passing game.
And that was Bryson Eckler, number 5, on the knockout of bounds there for the Tigers.
So they get back to the 39 almost. They get back to the original stick. It's going to be 4th and 10. 4th and 10. They got some new personnel coming in. They're going to go for it.
And I see Nathan Hawkins back there in punt formation.
They're going to try to pin him in. So they're going to punt it from the 39. Nathan Hawkins going to try to punt it out of there and take the snap about 13.5 yards deep. Snap's good. Boot, elevated. Going to go right side. Blue Devils going to have to go chase it down, and they will. They're going to touch it at about the 5-yard line. So I said, what mission accomplished for Coach Toll?
Yeah, Zach Ridgway got down there and jumped on that to tag it down right inside the 5. But, I do see some slipping around a little bit on both teams out here, so they're going to have to, try to keep their chest over their feet there or get their footing.
So we're going to see some offense. We're going to see the Alexandria Tigers. They'll put the ball in play at their own 5-yard line. It's going to be just outside the 5, and the Sticks are going to catch up. 9:34 on the game clock. Change of possession. Clock will start on the snap. They're going to line up with trips to the right, split out wide left. Single man in the backfield. Single man in the backfield going to be number 30, Clayton Martin. A lot of juniors and one sophomore, just 2 seniors on the line here for Coach Gass. First running play, he's going to get across the 6-yard line, and I believe that's going to be number 30, Clayton Martin, and they're going to be stopped by the Blue Devils.
That was freshman Joe Vaughtaw on the tackle, number 59. He got 41 tackles on the season, 17 solo.
Clayton Martin, just a junior. His longest run from scrimmage, 65 yards. He's got 2 100-plus yard games. And Calvin Condit, he has 3. Going to check the wristband. Quarterback, shotgun, it's Brady Gass, coach's son. Where's number 2? He's a junior. They'll pitch it right side. Going to break contain. He's loose there. He's going to get across the 20, outside the 20 near the. They're going to spot him at about the 21-yard line, and that was number 30, Clayton Martin, going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, looks like Oliver Conaway on the stop for the Devils.
So ball's out to the 21-yard line, nosed up to the 21. They're checking the play right there. They check the wristband. They go no huddle, but it's nothing like in Eastbrook no huddle.
Oh, they're not running up to the line, and just as soon as they get there, snapping it.
So the lineup, shotgun quarterback, Brady Gass, 5'10", 165. He has some impressive stats on the season. We'll get to some of them in a bit. Shotgun. You're going to pass it left side. It's a level pass. It's forward pass. Pass is caught. Flag comes in. He's going to have a first down. We'll see what the flag means. they're going to make the reception there. That was 26 for Will Rowland. He's 5'11", 181. And Will Rowland, his longest on the season is 42-yard reception. So they're going to back it up just a little bit, and they're going to back it up, and Alexandria are going to lose some yardage.
Well, Blue Devils, a couple guys had a chance for the tackle, but they dove at his feet instead of wrapping up, and he got some yardage there, but they'll back him up.
So it's going to become first down again, 1st and 15. So shotgun going to be a holding penalty against Alexandria. Shotgun quarterback Brady Gass. Single in the backfield is Clayton Martin. Twins to the left. Looks like the Blue Devils might have been in the neutral zone. They ran a quick, it's going to be in the neutral zone, and they ran a quick motion, and just the startleness of the motion brought him across.
I thought there was a little movement, but like that got into the neutral zone there, kind of call on the Devils.
So they rolled the clock. Plays brought in by number 10, John Amon. John Amon, 6 foot, 185. He's a junior. He'll line up as a receiver. Shotgun, once again, Brady Gass. So a lot of shotguns. I tell you what, Roger Staubach, he brought it to us with Tom Landry. Pass play, tall on the flat right side, incomplete. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they'll work it from there.
Yeah, good coverage there by Landon Spidell.
I take that back. It's 2nd down 10. 2nd and 10. They got 5 on the running play. It's 2nd and 10 now after the incompletion. So they check the wristbands. Shotgun. In the backfield, Clayton Martin. Receiver, left side. Tight receivers, Will Rowland, 26. H-back left side to go slot right, split left. Calling the cadence. Here comes near motion. It's going to be Mason Fuller. He'll line up again in the slide. Make a stop and call the cadence. Dropping back to play. It's going to be a screen play. Clayton Martin, center screen. He will not get first down yardage, but he'll be close.
Yeah, they looked like the Blue Devils were on a blitz there. Had a four-man line where the middle linebacker Cole Hussey was in there and on all fours and coming. It was a good play selection for that inside screen pass.
So 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and about 2.5, maybe a long 2. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line, Alexandria. They'll go from a shotgun. 3rd and 2. They're going to be near early motion. I think it's early movement. Alexandria is going to be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, the Blue Devils are jumping around there, showing blitz, jumping out of it, shifting on that line. So just kind of being a little disruptive and got in somebody's head there.
So they mark off 5 yards. Illegal procedure. And they move the ball back to the 24-yard line. 3rd and 7. Play going to come in from the sideline. Again, number 10, John Amon. Clock moving. 1st quarter, no score. Blue Devils had a possession. They got the opening possession after a botched kickoff return by Alexandria. Fumbled it. Tipton got it. Their own at the Alexandria 39. They ended up punting. And this drive right here started at the 5 for Alexandria. Going to roll right, looking to pass. Going to shrug off a would-be tackler. They're going to be hit right there, and that was a collision.
Yeah, Calvin Condit came up, had dropped back into coverage, came up and gave him a pretty good lick.
So it's going to be 4th down, and he did. We'll hope the best for Brady Gass. So they're going to line back in punt formation. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line of Alexandria. Deep man for the Blue Devils is Calvin Condit. He'll stand at the Blue Devil 37. Calling for the cadence. Snap, 11 yards deep. He'll boot it out of there. Low elevation. It's going to bounce. And you're going to let it roll. Ball's going to hit a favorable roll for Alexandria. It'll be spotted down right there at the 25-yard line. And spotting the ball dead right there was number 16, Caden Beigh, B-E-I-G-H. He's just a freshman, 5'11", 142. He's on special teams. Got to feel good as a freshman.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you get on the field with the big boys, that feels good.
So the Blue Devils going to take over. 2nd possession will be from their own 26-yard line. They spot the ball at the left hash. 5:51 left. We're in the 1st quarter. Winner of tonight's game will play the winner of Rochester Eastern. That's at Eastern happening tonight. So they're going to line up with Tripp to the right. Blue Devils, sing them in the backfield. Calvin Condit, tight end left is Ridgeway. Out of the backfield. Pass play. It'll be a going to be a long handoff. They get it to Condit. Condit makes the reception, and he'll get out to about the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 4. It's going to be second down and 6. For the Blue Devils, they'll go from the right hash.
And that was, again, Tyler Hartwell on the tackle.
Hartwell, I tell you what, he's a beast. He is the defensive guru, evidently, for Alexandria. He leads in about all the categories. He's a left outside linebacker. Shotgun quarterback is Quinn Toll. Single man in the backfield, Calvin Condit. Trip to the left, they'll hand off to Condit. He'll go right to left. They go left side of the center. That's the A gap. Call that the one hole. 1, 3, 5, and 7 to the left. 2, 4, 6, and 8 to the right. And a minimal gain there.
Looks like Tristan Carroll, number 70, and Lincoln Burcharts, the other defensive end, made that tackle together.
So ball spotted out to the 31-yard line. They're calling it 3rd and 6 on the board. Blue Devils break huddle in unison with the hand clap. Empty backfield. Quinn Toll, shotgun quarterback. Trips to the right. Slot left. They call Cadence. He'll drop a couple steps. He'll look left. Pass is caught. Dallas Capshaw. Capshaw makes the catch. His forward progress is going to take him about to the 34, and it's going to be a 4th down.
Yeah, Will Rowland, number 26 for the Tigers, had that well covered, made a nice wrap-up tackle.
That was a good ball, a good catch, but as Larry said, tremendous defense. So they're going to drop back in punt formation. We're going to see Nathan Hawkins for the second time tonight. He's going to stand about 13 yards deep. He's got a blocking back in front of him. That's Quinn Toll. And you hit a good snap. He'll boot it. He's going to go skyward. Going to call for a fair catch. 2 gentlemen calling for a fair catch. Both of them called for it. And then one of them made the reception. And that was Alexandria, number 5. Sophomore Bryson Eckler. I tell you what, Larry, Eckler and Mason Fuller were right there in the same category.
They sure weren't calling for that fly ball.
So Alexandria going to have their second possession. They'll spot the ball at the 34-yard line. So checking the wristband is Brady Gast, G-A-S-T. Probably difficult to hear what we're saying on a radio, but it's Brady Gast, and he's quarterback. Junior class, shotgun quarterback in the backfield with him is number 30, Clayton Martin. Trip to the right, split wide left pass play. To go across the middle, set down route, right there caught. Credit that reception, Mason Fuller.
Yeah, he got down right in front of Calvin Condit and Dallas Capshaw there.
Mason Fuller leads the team, Alexandria Tigers, with receptions. He just picked up reception number 55 on the season. So they're back to the line of scrimmage, ball resting at the 38-yard line from the right hash. Trips to the left, split out wide right. Receiver and a single man in the backfield. Shotgun quarterback, Brady Gast. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off. Up the middle, it's going to be Clayton Martin, and a lot of Blue Devils right there to make the stop like a brick wall. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was Joe Vaughton and looked like Nathan Hawkins on the tackle there for the Blue Devils.
So they spotted at the 40-yard line. They need 4. 3rd down 4. Clock moving. 2:57 left in the first quarter. No score to the line of scrimmage. Alexandria, single man in the backfield, trips left, wide right. Ball just inside the right hash. Going to take the handoff. Pass play, left side came back to get it. They're going to call it a catch. Looked like that ball might have went off the surface there. If that was an NFL replay, it would be an easy call.
Yeah, I had a close-up through the binoculars, and that was not a catch.
He caught the ball above the ground, but he went to the ground as he laid out for it, and it hit the surface. But anyway, they're going to call it good. So they're going to call it its 1st down. So they move the sticks. Ball marks out to the 48-yard line. It's kind of like Coach Gast. He talked about that fumble. You just got to go on.
Absolutely. You just play the next play. Coming at you quick.
So here we go. Shotgun quarterback, Brady Gast. Split right, trip to the left. Clayton Martin in the backfield. He'll get the handoff left to right. He'll go up the gut. He'll go up the center hole right there, and he'll get it inside across the 50. They'll spot it at the 20, the 47 of Tipton.
Yeah, Grayson Weatherow, number 57 on the tackle with the Blue Devils.
So he picks up. They're going to call it a gain of 4. They're going to call it 2nd and 5 on the public address. So the ball resting at the 47-yard line, right hash. Trips left. split out wide right. Shotgun quarterback, Brady Gassing him in the backfield. Clayton Martin, he'll get the handoff. They'll fake it to him. Good fake there by Brady Gass. He'll keep it himself. He's going to get close to a first down there. I tell you what, we're going to look, and they're going to move the chains, Larry. It's according to the north or south line judge, because we got another east-west field here.
Dude, a very few of those around, but we do tonight. But that was Nathan Hawkins on the tackle for the Blue Devils. Nice fake handoff. He just, quarterback Mass just took it for himself right up the middle. Gass, I'm sorry.
So they mark the ball at the 42. 42 of Tipton. It's at the right hash. Trips to the left. Receivers for Alexandra split out wide right is number 10, John Amon. To fake the handoff again. Pass play. Right flat. Caught by Amon. Amon was all alone. He did a set down route there about a 10-yard out. Made the catch.
Yeah, Isaiah Mahaney on the coverage for the Blue Devils, but those short, quick passes are there all the time.
So they moved the chains again. It was a quick pass. So what, back in the day, about 2002, the Raiders threw a lot of long handoffs to the sideline.
Yeah, that's when you got Fred Blitnikoff, you can do that.
Fred was a coach then. They wore 25 when he played. He beat the Vikings 7-7. Dropping to throw, looking left, going to slant pattern, caught. Ball's loose. They throw a beanbag down. That ball is loose, and it's a fumble, Larry. Beanbag was thrown. So the catch was made. The pass was in a tight window. 3 Blue Devils right there.
That was Dallas Capshaw and I believe Calvin Conant on him, and one of them had the guy and one of them ripped the ball. So good play from the Blue Devils there to converge on that.
So they stalled a pretty good methodical drive of Alexandria.
Yeah, very good drive. You know, the first couple drives have been, kind of plagued with some untimely penalties, but they were moving the ball quite well there.
The Blue Devils have the ball. Clock stop, change of possession at 43.8. We're in the first quarter. Third possession for the Blue Devils. Shotgun. Calvin Conley in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. He'll go right to left. He's going to be near a first down. There's going to be a flag thrown in. Throws the flag in there, and he gets probably about a gain of about 11, but this flag might nullify a good run by Calvin.
Yeah, Seidler Hartwell on the tackle yet again.
So they call a holding penalty against Tipton. You never know. That hold might have been what sprung him. You never know till you see the game film. So 36.2 left. Blue Devils going to back it up. Holding penalty. And it's going to become first down again. Looks like about first down and 16.
Yeah, a long way to go here, and we'll see what the Blue Devils come up with.
So they're going to switch into the field here momentarily. Clock rolling, 35 seconds. Shotgun. Quinn Toll, second man in the backfield, Calvin Condit. Slot left, short side of the field. Here comes near motion. Mahaney, they're going to fake it to Mahaney. Fake it to Condit, keeping the ball himself. Quinn Toll, and Alexandria was not fooled.
Oh, Tristan Carroll smelled that one out and got a hold of him.
So the clock's going to empty out. That's going to be the final play of the first quarter. 11 seconds, 10 seconds. So they're going to invert the field here, Larry. And I tell you what, we've got a good game on our hands tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach is going to be talking about those turnovers. They've had Alexandria 2 turnovers and the Blue Devils with a couple very untimely penalties. So both teams not clicking on all cylinders quite yet.
I tell you what, Larry, we were made aware of a pretty interesting situation this week. We'll mention grandma, grandpa, aunts, and uncles, internet radio. That's why this was created, so people could listen out of the state, so they could keep in touch with their loved ones. That's kind of what this is geared for, and local. But we'll mention Scott and Joan Campbell. Scott and Joan Campbell, they listened to the Eastbrook-Tipton game last weekend. I understand they had to get up at 1 a.m. with the time difference. They were in South Africa last week, and they are the grandparents of number 3, Dallas, number 8, Oliver, and number 87, Calvin. And I got to go back to Grant Weatherford. When he was a senior, his first game basketball his senior year, his mom and dad couldn't be there. They were in Germany.
Yeah, it's good that the internet is available now, and people all over can follow their kids.
You can still ask me, but I don't know how it works.
No, not at all.
So they're going to line up. Blue Devils, empty backfield. Second down play. Second down, 17. Trips to the left. Twins to the right. Takes the pass. Couldn't get the pass right side. Had to take it himself. ran it forward, tried to get what he could, and he's going to not quite get back to the line of scrimmage. Quinn Toll looking for the pass route, but it wasn't there.
Lincoln Burchart's number 61 on the tackle, and also, gosh, who was that? Didn't catch the other person's name, but great play by him.
So it's going to be third down. Third down. They're calling it 14 on the scoreboard. Blue Devils going to go with the empty backfield. They've got Calvin Condon as a receiver to the right side. He's close inside man. Here comes near motion, Dallas Capshaw. Dropping the throw. Quinn Toll, we're going to flat play. They're going to screen left side. They get it to Calvin Condon. He reaches up, pulls down the football with one hand. They'll get a good gain, but he won't get enough to move the chains. He's going to be about 5 yards short.
That was like number 10, Joe Amon, on the tackle for the Tigers.
So they're going to go quickly, line of scrimmage. We're going to try to get this. We're going to drop back in a formation there. It is fourth down, according to the scoreboard and the sticks. And they're going to throw a flag in there. Blue Devils were trying to get them to go off sides. But going to be illegal procedure on Tipton. But Blue Devils had no intention of snapping the ball. They were trying to get a first down by penalty.
Yeah, and that's amazing that one of their guys would jump. You know, when they all know they're not going to even snap it. So sure, Coach Stoll will talk to somebody about that one.
So fourth down, they'll drop back in punt formation. Slot right, slot left. Gunner right side is Mahaney. The other side is Dallas Capshaw. Snaps good, Nathan Hawkins. He'll put a foot into it. He'll go straight down the field for it. Fair catch called for at the 40 of Alexandria. And that fair catch was taken by number 5, Bryson Eckler. He's a sophomore, 6 foot, 148. He listed as a wide receiver, a quarterback, and a defensive back. And I tell you what, Larry, we got a game happening here.
Yeah, we're looking at two teams giving it a good try out here. Haven't been able to get it down inside the red zone yet, but I'm sure they're going to be making notes and circling names and seeing what they can come up with to keep that drive moving.
So ball's resting just inside the right hash. Alexandria Tigers with the possession, 1st and 10. Single man in the backfield is Martin. That's Clayton Martin, and his teammate, classmate, Brady Gass calls a snap, takes a snap. Looks left, you're going to roll left. You're going to throw one down the field. There's a flag on the play. Deep pass is caught, but that flag is going to bring the ball back, I'm pretty sure. It was thrown in the vicinity of a holding. The reception was made. Bryson Eckler, and that was a good ball from Gass.
It was an excellent ball, excellent catch, and really pretty good coverage by Isaiah Mahaney, but he just laid a dime right in there on him. So, unfortunately for the Tigers, they're going to be bringing this one back.
So everybody's going to go back to the original spot. It'll be a holding penalty against Alexandria. And I tell you what, if that's going to show the crowd what is a possibility, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I tell you, and there has been a lot of flags tonight. I guess as you move on in the tournament, you get better crews, but they're definitely got their eyes peeled looking for mistakes tonight.
So when I was looking at a football game, NFL, 28 flags in an NFL game. That slowed the game up considerably. Shotgun quarterback, Brady Gass. Split wide left, trips tight, bunch left side. They'll hand it, they'll pitch it back to Martin. Martin's going to get a positive gain. That's Clayton Martin. And the Blue Devils are going to make the stop.
A nice shoestring tackle by Lynn and Spidell on that one.
So ball spotted out to the 33-yard line. 2nd down, 16 after the holding penalty on 1st down as Alexandria Tigers check their wristbands. They don't huddle. They check the wristbands where they're standing. And they go from there. Not a lot of time being taken to do that process. They're going to pass play in the flat. That's a lateral pass behind the line of scrimmage, behind his level. And I'm going to be pushed out of bounds. That reception was made by 14, Mason Fuller. Mason Fuller picks up his 2nd catch in tonight's ball game.
Calvin Condon and Oliver Conway teamed up for that tackle for the Blue Devils.
I tell you what, Brady Gass definitely has some weapons. He's got Mason Fuller. He's got 14 touchdowns through the air on the season. And he's got John Amon. He has 1 touchdown through the air on the season. Will Rowland has 3. And Bryson Eckler, the sophomore, also, he has 10. Those are all touchdown passes through the air for Brady Gast. Shotgun quarterback, Gast. Single in the backfield, Clayton Martin. Trips to the left, but out wide right. Pass play. Going to be a double pass. Double pass. He thought about it. He's going to be caught. That was a pass in the backfield. They got it to number 5, Bryson Eckler. It was a backwards pass, so he was going to pass it again, but he couldn't find the receiver, and somebody got him quick.
Yeah, that was Cole Hussey on the sack there, but I guess you could call that a sack. Not really, but good coverage downfield for the Blue Devils, so that was as much of a coverage sack as it was a sack by Cole.
I guess it was a sack. That's sack number 28 this season for the Blue Devils. Alexandria with 11 sacks on the season. They're going to shotgun from in a punt formation. Low elevation. It's going to bounce. It's going to get a forward bounce for Alexandria. Getting out of the way there was Dallas Capshaw. And it's going to roll. It's going to come to a complete stop at the Blue Devils 36. So the Blue Devils going to take over their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, good decision by Dallas Capshaw to get rid of that one. You know, tonight it seems like every possession is going to be a big one, so you can't muff one up trying to make a big play.
So 8:15 left. We're in the second quarter. Waiting for the first score of the ball game. Wouldn't that be something if we went to overtime 0-0?
Oh, I don't think either coach would like that, but we're going to try to do something before that.
So they'll line up in a twins, right side, shotgun quarterback, Quintoll. Sing him in the backfield. Calvin Condit, he'll take it. He'll go left side, 3-hole, get a positive gain. He'll get it out to about the 43-yard line. So Condit moving the football now. It's 2nd down and about 4.
That looked like freshman Wade Carpenter on the tackle there for the Tigers.
So ball spotted, 43-yard line, Tipton territory, just inside the left, I should say at the left hash. Calvin Condit in the backfield along with shotgun quarterback Quintoll. Chase Hussey in the ball game. Going to line up tight end left side. They're going to stop play. They're going to stop play. It's going to be a timeout called by Alexandria. They're going to talk this over, actually give the guys a chance to capture their breath.
Yeah, and I knew the coaches up here, they didn't like how they were lined up against what the Blue Devils were lined up with. So a good timeout there to make sure everybody's on the same page and lined up and covering the people they're supposed to cover. So.
Hey, we'll mention, Larry, this ball game is in part being brought to the listeners by Dean's Auto Parts. Dean's Auto Parts, that's CarQuest Auto Parts. They're in Cicero, Indiana at 1110 South Peru Street. They're right there at Cicero Town Plaza, right off of 19, just immediately south of McDonald's. They are team members at CarQuest Auto Parts in Cicero, and they are there to ensure you get the right parts the first time. You can reach them by phone at 317-984-4931. They are a locally owned automotive parts store that works to serve Dean's Auto Parts, CarQuest Auto Parts. Blue Devils, shotgun quarterback, single man in the backfield, Calvin Condit. Dallas Capshaw left side, dropping the throw. Looking left, he's looking for Dallas down the sideline. He's going to reach back. They're going to throw a flag. It was a little bit underthrown as a back shoulder catch. But Alexandria living our life about week 3.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you don't look back, you're going to get called for that. Unfortunately, for the Tigers, that ball was, well underthrown. So the defensive man couldn't see that and couldn't stop when the receiver could, so he ran right into him.
I kind of called that face guarding and ran into him, but face guarding is no longer a penalty. That's going to be a 15-yard mark-off, not a spot foul in high school. I don't know, is that a spot foul in college now?
I don't think it is.
So have the Indiana Hoosiers, I tell you what, Larry, a couple of weeks away, might be a game.
Well, people have been pestering me about my high state Buckeyes. It might be Indiana's year, and I tell them about, the blind squirrel finding a nut every now and then too. So I'm not. It'll be a good game either way, and I'm cheering for the Hoosiers. They've got a good team, and Mike Shanahan as the offensive coordinator has done tremendous things. I know, head coach has gotten a lot of good press, but he's got a good guy running his offense.
They're having a conversation here. I don't know if this should have been a cut and dry. It's going to be interference against Alexandria. It's going to be a first down. So they'll go from the line of scrimmage, mark off 15, and the line of scrimmage was the 43. So they'll take it to the other 43.
Yeah, and again, I kind of feel bad for the defensive back because he had very good coverage, you know, if the ball had been thrown where it was supposed to be thrown. But like I said, Dallas put the brakes on and he couldn't do it in time, and so ran right into him.
I tell you what, for a freshman, Quinn Toll throws a good ball.
Yeah, that was, like I said, pretty good ball.
He can launch it. I've seen 55 yards out of his arm. Shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off. Right to left, Calvin Condon. Calvin Condon going to take it down to the 35-yard line. Blue Devils may be on a roll right here. They may be willing to get the first score of the ball game. They look very determined. Ball's resting at the Alexandria 35-yard line from the left hash. It's second down and 3. So the Blue Devils going to break huddle to the line of scrimmage. Clock moving, 7 minutes left here in the first half. Split out wide right is Oliver Conaway. In the slot is Mahaney. Twins left side. Mahaney goes in motion. He'll fake the jet sweep. They'll hand off to tailback Calvin Condon. He's going to try to get to the stick. He's going to be close. They're going to keep him upright, and they blow the whistle, and that's when he falls down. Late flag. Late flag is definitely going to mean something. He threw it towards the Blue Devil sideline. Let's see what this is. It's going to be a warning on a sideline infraction. Sideline infraction. They can't do it again, or they'll get a 15-yarder.
Yeah, somebody over there didn't like, the whistle and taking him to the ground. But, that's part of football. It happens, and sometimes you get the call, sometimes you don't.
Hey, you got a warning? Now you know. So, big deal. It didn't mean nothing. So other than you can't get another one. 6:36, clock moving. First and 10, Calvin Condon got enough. He got just enough to move the chains. So shotgun quarterback. Empty backfield. Calvin Condon in the passing zone right here. He's lined up as a wingback right side. Drop and throw to be quarterback draw. As a quarterback draw, that was a quick quarterback draw. And it's going to get very minimal gain. So Quinn Toll, quarterback draw. You're going to lose a yard maybe on the play. Actually going to be no gain. Second and 10.
53, Dean Egan, I believe, on the tackle. Got some new guys coming in the game here, so trying to pick up numbers.
So ball spotted at the Alexandria 30-yard line. Nosed up to the 30 from the left hash. Blue Devils send 3 receivers to the right. Mahaney, Garman, and Dallas Capshaw. Tight end left, tight end right. Going to work the handoff. Calvin Condon found an opening. Gets it inside the 25-yard line to about the 24. Pretty good gain. It's going to bring up a second down. That's going to be a third down, about 6.
Lincoln Burchart's on the tackle there for the Tigers.
So I'm going to call it 3rd and 5. Calling it 4 on the board. The ball's just inside the 25-yard line. Blue Devils looking for a first down. I think we're in 4-down territory around this particular part of the field. Brogan Ferg is amazing. Shotgun quarterback. He'll hand off. Going to give it to Condon. He'll work it up the middle. He'll veer it right. And he'll be caught right there by the big guy, Trevor Martin. He's the middle of the man.
Yeah, 325. I'm sure that's not something Calvin wants to take on again.
6'4", 3 1/4. If you go to Max Preps, it says 340. I started out my study working with Max Preps, so I got the real roster.
Yeah, and Calvin's about 175, so not a good matchup.
So 4th down, calling it 4 on the board. Big play for the Blue Devils. Slot right, double tight end. 2 tight ends. They had Chase Hussey as the left tight end and Zach Ridgway as the right. And the Blue Devils call timeout. Coach Toll wants to talk about this big play.
Yeah, they really need to fix one up here. They haven't, really gotten that far down the field, but so I'm sure he wants to pick something up here.
So we'll also mention tonight's ball game is being brought to you in part by CaminoandCompany.com. That's Camino-and-company.com. Camino and Company is in downtown Noblesville. They are a mobile flower shop brought to you by local flower farmers and providers. They have small business partners and the CNC founders. Their mascot is a 1984 El Camino SS. It belongs to V.E. Witham. V.E. Witham is the grandpa of Carly Elbrett Witham. And I will mention the goal of Camino and Company is to please each customer from their concept to the completion. Explore the website. Again, that's Camino-and-company.com. So they're at the line of scrimmage. Blue Devils, Alexandria Tigers. Shotgun quarterback, Quintoll. Single man in backfield, Calvin Condit. Slot right. Garment, a wide right. They're going to run the ball. Going to run it forward. Quintoll is going to be caught short of the first down. They used Calvin Condit as a blocking back that went left side about the 3-hole, and Alexandria going to take over after the Blue Devils turn it over on downs.
Number 53, DJ Egan made the tackle there for the Tigers. His 49th tackle of the year.
That's pretty good penetration on this Blue Devil drive. Deepest penetration by either team so far.
Yeah, and then again comes really up short, but like I said, it's still early in the game, and we'll see what the Tigers got to offer.
So Tigers have it at their own 22. 1st and 10. Shotgun quarterback, Brady Gass. Single man in the backfield. Clayton Martin, he's 5'9", 145. Trips to the left, but out wide right. Low snap. He'll take it. He'll roll left. Gass trying to get away from a would-be tackler. He's going to go out of bounds. He will not take a hit. So pretty good out-of-bounds run right there. He was looking to throw it, and he went left side, and he didn't take a hit, got out of bounds.
Yeah, Brady Henderson was hot on his heels, and so he got what he could get and got out. So second down looks like second down and 10. No gain on that one, so.
Yeah, what, I got me a text message. It's Mr. Trump. One of his colleagues sent me another text message. I'm going to vote for him. I don't need a text message. Shotgun quarterback, Brady Gass. Going to hand off to Martin. They're going to stop the play. They're going to say before it snaps, it's going to be an illegal procedure. So, and then Alexandria going to lose 5 yards.
Yeah, both teams a little nervous yet still tonight. So we'll see if they can get calmed down here in the last 3 minutes or so in the second half.
So they move the ball back inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And they'll play second down, 15. So shotgun again. Brady Gass. Haven't seen a play under center for either team yet. You're going to try a quarterback draw. He hesitates just enough to get a few yards. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, pretty close to it. And he's going to pick up 5. Brady Gass, the ball carrier, the quarterback.
A good tackle by Cole Hussey and his younger brother, the other Mr. Hussey, was coming up in hot pursuit as well, Chase.
Brady Gass entered the ballgame with 42 carries as a quarterback, 301 yards, 7.2 per carry. His longest run, 46 yards. He's got 4 touchdowns on the ground. That's quarterback, junior, Brady Gass, shotgun quarterback now. Clayton Martin in the backfield. Going to drop the throw, looking left, going to go across the middle. High pass, nearly intercepted. Dallas Capshaw was there. They tried to find 14, Mason Fuller. Pass sailed on him, and Capshaw was near the interception.
He was under a little pressure there by Brady Henderson coming in there on pursuit, and also, Grayson Weatherow in there as well.
So Dallas Capshaw, 2 interceptions on the season. Oliver Conaway with 2. And I should say Calvin Condit with 2. He's got 6 quarterback sacks. So they're going to work the punting unit once again. Brady Gass going to play the up back, similar to what number 2, Quintoll, plays for the Blue Devils. He's going to punt it out of there. Short snap. Going to bounce once, and Dallas Capshaw is going to pick it up at the 46-yard line of Tipton. He's going to try to get free and get across the 50-yard line. Dallas Capshaw going to pick up 8 tough yards on a return, and that was in traffic.
Oliver Conaway, I believe his cousin, trying to block there for him, but was engaged with the guy, and Dallas ran right up his backside.
So the Blue Devils are going to take over. They're going to take over this possession in Alexandria territory at the Alexandria 49-yard line. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Change of possession. Clock will start on the snap. Play clock will start now. They start at 25. So they'll go 4 receivers to the right. Most inside receiver is Calvin Condit, empty backfield. Here comes near motion, Dallas Capshaw, jet sweep. Jet sweep blocking out front. Capshaw going to be caught in the backfield, and that's going to be a pretty substantial loss. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, pretty good speed there from number 70, Tristan Carroll, defensive end for the Tigers, tracked him down.
So clock stopped at 2:40. Evidently going to be another timeout. And Coach Gass trying to save some clock here. He's expecting to get the ball back.
Well, I think that was a Blue Devil timeout, so maybe they're trying to figure out what they're going to do here from about first and, 18?
I got to pay more attention.
Well, it's easy to see.
But we'll also mention tonight's ball game. We are very thankful for Discount Copies. Discount Copies in Noblesville, they help put me in sports so much with football, with rosters and depth charts. They blow them up, make them easy for us to see, especially Larry.
But not so much. I tell you what, there's a lot to look at here when we're, Oh, okay, go ahead.
And we'll also mention Discount Copies. They're conveniently located at the west edge of Noblesville, 46062. They're just behind Pizza Hut, right there by Bowl 32 and along State Road 32. We're Discount Copies. Check them out. 317-773-8783. Blue Devils going to line up in a shotgun. Single man in the backfield. Play clock begins. Tight end left. Zach Ridgway. Trips to the left. Going to roll left to pass. Quinn Toll looking. Going to let one go. Nearly intercepted. It was knocked down. Knocked down on the play there. He was looking for Garmin. And a pretty good play there defensively by Mason Fuller, number 14 for Alexandria.
I don't think he really liked what he saw, but tried to pitch it in there a little bit late, and lucky did not have that one picked off.
So 2:34 left. And Blue Devils going to check the wristband. Quinn Toll. Clock stopped, 2:34, second quarter. Still no score in the ball game. They've kind of been playing some ping pong.
Yeah, back and forth. Nobody really, threatening very much.
So they'll line up trips to the right. Oliver Conaway, Dakota Garmin, Calvin Conley. Here comes near motion. Dallas Capshaw dropping the throw out of shotgun. Pass caught by Condon. Caught at the Alexandria 39-yard line. He'll pick up about 6 yards after the catch. And they're going to mark it at the 33. Blue Devils have another first down.
Pretty good coverage there by Siler Hartwell, outside linebacker, covering downfield.
So ball's at the right hash. Blue Devils. 2:20. Clock is moving. I believe the Blue Devils have one more timeout.
I think one more, yes.
So from the right hash, empty backfield. Trip to the left. Twins to the right. Pass play. Looking to throw. Going to roll right. Quinn Toll. He's going to basically get rid of it. He basically got rid of it. Garmin was there, but he was trying just to avoid a sack, and he did.
I think that was a smart play by Quinn. Get rid of the ball before you lose too many yards.
So it's going to be second down, 10. That was a good throwaway for Quinn Toll. That shows his poise and his football IQ is growing.
Yeah, he sure is. He's maturing right before our eyes, and like I said, a lot of people don't realize, that's an incomplete pass, but that's the best play he could have made right there.
So what, Richardson, Anthony, 44% completions. He don't throw them away.
No, he just don't throw them very well.
He could turn into a Derrick Henry. I'm telling you what, he could be a Derrick Henry. Here comes near motion, Dallas Capshaw, shotgun. Empty backfield, pass, left side in a slant. Slant pattern caught. Good catch and a good run. He's going to go deep in Alexandria territory. That was Dakota Garmin. Dakota Garmin, before that play, his longest pass play was 49 yards. He almost surpassed that there.
He was a big guy to bring down and, got it down there inside the 5, but, kind of reaching. I think you lost track of where he was. He was reaching for the goal line when he was 5 yards away. Luckily, he didn't lose the football there.
Ball is just inside the 5. The back of the football is nosed up to the 5-yard line. Just inside the right hash. Dakota Garmin. Very good grab right there for Dakota. That's his 10th catch on the season. He almost got his second touchdown through the air. They're going to line up a slot left. Tight end right. They're going to hand off. Chase Hussey, right side. Zach Ridgway, left side tight end. And they move it forward closer to the goal line. They'll get it down inside the 3-yard line. It's going to be second down goal for the Blue Devils.
That was Siler Hartwell yet again on the tackle for the Tigers.
So second down goal. Blue Devils trying to punch this in. Trying to go to halftime up 7, at least 3. So Twins left side. Double tight end. Hussey, Ridgway. Going to take himself out of the block. Quinn Toll's going to dive it forward. Touchdown. Quinto followed Calvin Condit, and he put it in the end zone.
Yeah, there's a man down for the Tigers. Hope he's all right there. But, yeah, that's something, you get a steady diet of Calvin Condit when you're playing the Tipton Blue Devils, and that play, sometimes works very well when you fake it to him and then follow him right in.
So official timeout, they'll attend to him, and Quinto punches it in for his touchdown number 6 on the ground for Quinto. He started this game with 94 carries. His longest carry, 35 yards. When you're a dual threat quarterback, you have so many different things you can do.
Yeah, he's a great athlete. Basketball player, baseball player as well. Very athletic kid, and like I said, a lot of times, he's not the fastest quarterback you'll ever see, but he definitely has some some twisting and some snaky moves down there, and gets skinny going through the line.
So they'll check on him, and we'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Encompass Credit Union. If you're looking for a financial partner that is as community-minded as you are, welcome to Encompass Credit Union, North Central Indiana's premier financial institution. At Encompass Credit Union, they believe in putting their members first. Whether you're looking for the lower rates on loans, the higher rates on savings, or just a friendly face to help you with your financial needs, they've got you covered. Join them today and become a part of a financial cooperative that truly cares, with branches in Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo. They are there to serve the community. Encompass Credit Union, where community comes full circle. Visit them online at encompasscu.org or at any of their convenient locations. So they're going to try the point after. They're going to try the kick variety. Brogan Ferg in the last 2 games, he has place kicked the football 10 times. He's 10 for 10. Short snapper is Cole Hussey. The holder is Oliver Conaway. There's a whistle. There's a snap. The hold's good. The boot is through the uprights, and the Blue Devils have a 7-0 advantage here in the first half with 56.1 left.
Yeah, that was nice drive there by the Blue Devils, and that was DJ Egan that came off the field, number 53. He's been doing a very good job on defense for the Tigers. Hope he's feeling all right.
So he got it through the uprights. And my wife lets me know as a text. I don't know if it was late, but yeah, we dropped a signal during the coach's interviews. It was the tail end of Coach Aaron Toll's interview, but we got the meat and potatoes, and that guy says a lot of good stuff.
Absolutely, and I always enjoy hearing him talking, and really all the coaches, like I said, coming up, they do this because they love the sport and they love these kids just as much, and so big respect for all of them.
So the Blue Devils are going to kick the ball away. So they're going to go from there, and this is probably a late notice, 6:46 p.m. I'm now reading this text message. But it's hard to do 3 things at one time. So they're going to line it up 40-yard line. Nathan Hawkins, he's the punter, he's the kicker. But Brogan Ferg is the place kicker. 56.1, there's the whistle. Here comes the approach. Be a line drive. Bounce a couple times. They can drive the back. Deep man, that's Bryson Eckler, number 5. He'll punch it as far as he can forward up the gut. And he'll get out to about the 29-yard line. 50 seconds left. Let's see if Coach Gass wants to put some offense together.
It looks like Cole Hussey and Brady Henderson on the tackle amongst quite a few Blue Devils got a shot at him.
So Alexandria going to huddle. 50 seconds left. Jogging into the huddle with the play is quarterback Brady Gast. So the play clock begins at 25. Game clock is at 50. It'll start on the snap after the change of, after the kickoff change of possession. They're going to line up, trips to the right, trips left. Going to pitch it, reverse out, pitch it left side. Clayton Martin, he's going to be stopped just across the 30. He'll get out to the 32, and the clock's moving at 40 seconds.
Calvin Condit and Chase Hussey made a nice combination tackle there.
So if they spot it at the 32, it's at the left hash. And they're checking the wristband. 27 seconds left. It's getting chilly. My right hand holding the phone is getting cold. I'm going to see if Larry will hold the phone here in a moment so I can put the glove on. And then shotgun quarterback Gas going to hand off. Inside handoff. Good run. Good run, Clayton Martin. He'll get out to the 50, beyond the 50, to the Blue Devils 47. 8.6 seconds left. They'll stop the clock to move the chains, but I imagine Coach Gas going to call a timeout.
Yeah, well-blocked play there by the offensive line for the Tigers. He had a big hole and just shot right through it. If it weren't for the safeties, Landon Spidell and Dallas Capshaw, he might have taken it all the way.
So what we might see a hook and ladder here with 8.6 left. We might see a long pass. Did you see that Commanders Hail Mary against the Bears?
I did, and I'll tell you that one defensive back's never going to, live that down and jaw to the fans and not realizing the play was already started before he realized it. But he came back and tried to knock it down and ended up knocking it up in the air for a touchdown.
That was amazing. I'll tell you what, you don't see many of them succeeding, but that one was.
Yeah, absolutely. I think sometimes I wonder why those guys just don't, take the receivers and throw them down. Rather get a penalty than something like that. So we'll see.
Captain comeback from the Colts. Remember that one? They almost made it to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely, yeah. Mr. Harbaugh back then was the Colts quarterback. I remember that well.
So here we go. Line of scrimmage. Blue Devils going to line up deep as a prevent. And they're going to go from a shotgun. Brady gassing them in the backfield. Clayton Martin trips to the left, split out wide right. Dropping the throw. He's going to roll up. He's going to roll left. He's going to tuck the ball away, get what he can. He'll get out of bounds. Flag comes in. We'll see if that's a defensive play. But 1.3 left, Larry. And they're going to be a flag on so they'll mark it off. It's going to be against Alexandria. They got one more play. They go 1.3 left. Helmet to helmet contact. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I've never seen that gesture. It must be a new one. I've not seen it before.
There's a lot of signals to memorize.
It sure is.
So they mark it back to the Alexandria 38-yard line. Timeout called by Alexandria. And we'll see if Larry can hold this for a moment.
Yeah, AJ's got all his Minnesota Vikings stuff on. You'd think he'd be used to the cold, being a Vikings fan, but he's getting the sports glove on, so we can broadcast here the second half. So.
It's a little bit warmer to hold this phone. But I tell you what, this is probably the coldest late evening we've experienced yet. But you said it's going to get down to 30-something.
It's supposed to get down to 33 tonight. That's what my phone said. So everybody's going to be frost on the pumpkins tonight, as they say.
80 degrees yesterday with rain.
Yeah, you got to love Indiana weather, don't you? Your poor furnace doesn't know whether to kick on air conditioning or heat.
Minnesota got some snow yesterday, or maybe the day before.
I don't doubt that at all. My uncle used to live up in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, way up north, and he said people would call him and say, "We're going to come up visiting in the summertime," and they'd say, "That's August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Which day you coming?" So you get up north there, anything could happen this time of year.
So here we go to the line of scrimmage, getting ready for play. There's the whistle. Linebacker official going to back up. 1.3 left. Clock will start on the snap. Trips to the left, short side of the field. Split out wide right. Dropping the throw is Gas. Across the middle, he'll catch it. They'll try the hook and ladder. They do the lateral there. He's going to go into 40. Blue Devils going to tackle him down at the 37. And the sure tackler.
Yeah, Calvin Condit read that one and came up and made a good tackle.
Not a bad play.
No, I saw that, coming from up here, but it's a very well-designed play.
So we're going to go to halftime. It's a 7-0 contest. Tipton scored with just under a minute left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's like I said, they've been moving the ball around, just nobody really threatened until that big catch by Dakota Garmin down there put him at the ball at the 5.
I don't know, Larry. I don't know if you can get on your phone, see if you can find out anything about the Rochester game. We'll pass that along, and we'll also mention some support sponsors right now.
Absolutely. I'll get and see what I can find out.
You're good at that. So we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, that's Century 21. When you're thinking about residential or corporate relocations, you know, a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. And Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 26 years of experience to help you begin that process. Yes, real estate reliability is something a professional real estate agent and or real estate broker strives for, such as Lisa Stokes Bear. Your happiness and her success are two of the same. For the real estate lady with the high quality real estate IQ, contact Lisa Stokes Bear by cellular phone or by text message, 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Fritz and Fishers. That's fritzandfishers.com. They buy, they sell, they'll trade, and they'll help you to finance your quality car, truck, or SUV. Preferred low mileage and one owner automobiles. They have 2 Hamilton County locations. One is in Fishers, Fritz in Fishers at 8599 East 116th Street. You can reach them by dialing 317-842-2228. Again, that number is 317-842-2228. Their second Hamilton County location is Noblesville. It's along State Road 32 between Noblesville and Westfield. You can dial them there at that location, 317-773-2232. That's, again, that number is 317-773-2232. You can visit them online or you can stop by on site. That's fritzandfishers.com. That's FRITZ. And also bringing you tonight's contest is the Shack. We'll mention the Shack. Hey, Blue Devil fans, if you're looking for the perfect spot before or after the game, swing by the Shack, your ultimate game day hangout. We've got something for every team member, whether you're craving a classic Shack pizza or ready to tackle that Shack stack with single, double, or triple burger patties. And that's not all. They've got your game day staples, such as cold beers, refreshing cocktails, and their loaded spiral potatoes. Bring your game face, bring your appetite, and bring your friends for a winning experience at the Shack. They're located at 311 East Jefferson Street, Tipton. Check them out on Facebook to stay up to date on specials and events. See you at the Shack. And tonight's ball game is also in part being brought to you by Arcadia Industrial Park and Storage. Check them out. They are open. They have indoor self-storage and outdoor storage. They'll help you with your boat and your RV storage. Wintertime coming right up. Need to get that secured. You can reach them by telephone at 317-774-1500. Again, their number is 317-774-1500. You can find them online. You can check out information at info, the at symbol, ALPS, Indiana.com. Again, that's info at ALPSindiana.com. Or you can find them on the web at ALPSindiana.com. And we'll also mention they are now renting 10-foot by 20-foot and 5-foot by 10-foot self-storage units. That's 10 by 20 and 5 by 10 self-storage. They also have flex storage offices for rent. You can reserve now. Their location is 15 West Howard Avenue. Arcadia, Indiana is right there where Howard Avenue connects with Olive Street. I think this gentleman beside me has some scores he's trying to pass along. and I appreciate you. Eastern Comets are up on Rochester 21-8 in the second quarter. Thank you. That's very nice. He's pretty good at that. He's a lot quicker than I would be, but that's very nice of him. 21-8, Rochester down to Eastern in the second quarter. We'll also mention tonight's ball game is being brought to you by Rutledge Well Drilling. Rutledge Well Drilling. When you think of water, think of Rutledge Well Drilling. They have pumps, sales, service, water conditioning, water softeners, iron filters, and trenching. You can call Rutledge Well Drilling at 765-292-2315. Again, their number is 765-292-2315, or visit them on the web at rutledgewelldrilling.com. They're just west of Atlanta, about 3 miles. They are licensed, insured, they are honest, dependable, and always professional. That's Mike, Nathan, and Levi Rutledge. Rutledge Well Drilling. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Indiana Express Rentals. Indiana Express Rentals. When you find yourself looking for that dependable moving truck rental company, that high-quality choice isn't far away. You can call Indiana Express Rentals. They're located at the south edge of Noblesville, Indiana at 1708 South 8th Street, Noblesville. Simply call them at 317-773-4800. Again, their number is 317-773-4800. They have up to 26-foot box trucks available, and a truck with a Tommy lift can sure come in handy. That's Indiana Express Rentals. Their hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturday, they're open at 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. You'll find Dirk. Dirk will be right there on the premises, and he'll escort you around. And we'll mention that's Penske Truck Rentals. The name Penske alone takes any possible concerns away from any travel. That's Indiana Express Rentals. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Hope Jewelers. Hope Jewelers, they're in Tipton. Precious times are made for precious moments. And Hope Jewelers are there to meet your every special need in the field of diamonds, gold, and silver, etc. You can stop in and visit Hope Jewelers in downtown Tipton, next to the Diana Theater. They're located at 135 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can reach them by phone by dialing 765-675-9720. Again, their number is 765-675-9720. That's Hope Jewelers. They're open daily, Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30. That's p.m. And we'll mention they're open on Saturday, 9:30 to 2 p.m. Hope Jewelers in Tipton. And bringing you tonight's contest is Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies. You can shop them online at noblesvilletrophies.com or stop in, if only to browse around. Their location is 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. They have trophies, awards and plaques. We'll also mention fast turnaround. Prices are low. Prices are so low you may want to be a repeat customer. That's Noblesville Trophies, 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can reach them by phone at 317-773-7391. Again, 317-773-7391. That's NoblesvilleTrophies.com. And got to mention this one. It's Scott Dashaw. Scott Dashaw. He is a Blue Devil through and through. We'll mention school makes a difference. When school makes a difference, it's obvious what a difference school can make. As a Tipton High School graduate, and glad to say it, Scott Dashaw, from wrestling at the 185-pound weight class and seldom beaten, and gearing up to play football on the Blue Devils O-line, He played the tackle and guard position. And now, as a member of a family who grew up in a family right here in the vicinity, Tipton community, he lives here quite a long time, and his family has too. And he let me know that his family is approaching the bicentennial plateau, grown up here in Tipton County. They are proud to serve local farmers. Scott Gashaw, get a hold of him. He'll help you with excavation, drainage, demolition, clearing of farm fence rows. He also provides fence row maintenance. And he is happy to support the Blue Devils Nation, then, now, and forever. Signed, Scott Gashaw. And also bringing you tonight's ball game is Jim Dandy Restaurants. Jim Dandy Restaurants, we'll mention Jim Dandy, not only provides an incredible dining experience for the Tipton community and for the folks in the surrounding areas. Jim Dandy wants you, the Blue Devils fans, to know that Jim Dandy's staff not only wish the best for the football team, they reach out and commend the Blue Devils band and those Tipton Blue Devil cheerleaders. They are positive for their team and their classmates during each and every snap of the football. That's Jim Dandy Restaurants. They're open 7 days. They're in Tipton and in Noblesville. 3:20 left on the intermission. Larry's still probably at the concession stand. He'll make his way back up the ladder here shortly. And boy, this gentleman's gonna. Boy, I appreciate this. What's your name?
Larry Murdoch, you know me.
How'd you find that, Larry? But 21-21 Riverton Park, and who's that? NVHS. Oh, 7-7. Caleb Small and Coach Shane Fry are locked up. Northwestern in West Lafayette. That's at Northwestern. So Coach Horseman, I should say the athletic director, Horseman, having a good time with his new football coach. So we'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by AGM Auto, AGM Auto LLC. Arcadia, Indiana. We'll mention AGM Auto is located 1 mile west of Arcadia on 266th Street. That's in Hamilton County. The future of your vehicle is in good hands when you put your trust with the guys at AGM Auto. Whether it's a routine oil change or the need of the expertise of an experienced AGM technician, AGM wants you to be safe and to stay safe on the road in your automobile. A second type of service offered right there at AGM Auto is classic car and truck restoration. If you still have that older car or truck out back, or maybe it's in the barn and covered up with a tarp, AGM Auto, they have a passion to reveal the underlying beauty of each and every restoration project they begin. So what I went by there today, and they had a Gran Torino out front, looked like Starsky and Hutch. It was painted the same way, but it was a gray and a black stripe instead of red with a white stripe. Here's a Gran Torino. It'll look good. To contact AGM Auto by telephone, you can reach them at 317-984-5283. Again, their number is 317-984-5283. That's AGM Auto. And we'll also mention you can find them on Facebook, AGM Auto LLC. So appreciate them supporting Blue Devil football. And they're getting out on the field right now. Alexandria's walked out. 42 seconds on the intermission clock. They'll put 3 more minutes on the clock after that. And so getting ready for some second half football here at Alexandria Tiger High School. And I'm looking for a good second half. So we'll see if Larry wants to do his part in guessing some NFL games. Are you up for that?
Oh, always.
All right, here we go, Larry. They're putting 3 minutes on the clock. NFL week number 9. last night. I forget the score, but I think the Jets beat the Texans.
Jets pulled them off. I think they sacked C.J. Stroud like 8 times. The line doesn't know how to pass block anymore up there or down there in Houston.
So Aaron Rodgers got a win last night.
Did indeed.
41 years old.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, these guys can play a lot longer with all the medical care and nutrition and everything that they do now.
How about Tom Brady? They almost invited him back again.
I don't know which one he would play with. With Panthers or the Buccaneers, Patriots or Buccaneers, but maybe a third team.
Carolina can use them. All right, Larry, 1 o'clock games. There are 8 of them. Dallas Cowboys are 3-3. They're lucky to be 3-3. They are at the Falcons 4-3.
I'm going to take the Falcons.
Okay, Broncos, they're 4-3. They are at the Ravens 5-2. Ravens got beat by the Browns last week.
Yeah, you never know who's going to show up, I guess. I'm going to take the Ravens at home.
Dolphins at 2-4. They're at the Bills at 5-2.
I'll continue to take the home team, Bills.
The Saints 2-5. They're at the Panthers 1-6.
Who's going to that game? I'll take the Saints.
Raiders at 2-5. They're at the Bengals 3-4.
Yeah, I'll say the Bengals.
Chargers 3-3. They're at the Browns. Got their first win last week.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers though.
All right. How about the Commanders 5-2? They're at the Giants 2-5.
Take the Commanders. They look pretty good.
They got the Hail Mary. So Patriots 1-6. They're at the Titans 1-5.
And there's another thriller of a game. I'm going to take the Titans at home.
Okay, 4:05 games. There are 2 of them. The Bears at 4-2. They're at the 3-4 Cardinals.
I still don't believe in the Bears. I'll take the Cardinals.
4:05 game. 2-5 Jaguars are at the 4-2 Eagles.
I'll go with the Eagles.
Okay, 4:25 game. There are 2 of them. 5-1 Lions are at the 5-2 Packers.
It's going to be a heck of a game in the Central Division, but I'm going to take the Lions on the road.
Jordan Love of the Packers. They didn't know if he would start, but this is against the Lions, so he may.
Yeah, we'll see who they roll out there.
Okay, how about the Rams? They're 3-4. They're at the Seahawks 4-3.
Gosh, the Rams got some of their receivers back. I'm going to go with the Rams.
Hey, Sunday Night Football, 8:20. Be careful, Larry. 4-3 Colts are at the Vikings 5-2.
You got all your purple on, so I'm not going to say nothing against the Vikings. I'll take the Vikings at home.
I tell you what, Joe Flacco scares me. And Monday Night Football, 4-3 Buccaneers are at the 6-0 Kansas City Chiefs.
I don't think the NFL is going to let the Chiefs lose that game, so I'll take the Chiefs at home.
The refs show up with their gear on, and they got a Chiefs hat on.
They got that, number 15, number 87 tattooed on their chest. But, yeah, we'll see what happens.
I was checking it out. Taylor Swift, all right, Travis Kelce, they're an item. We didn't know how old they were, but buddy of mine looked it up. Travis Kelce, how old do you think he is?
I'll say 29.
35.
Wow.
Taylor Swift, how old do you think?
30.
34.
I didn't realize she was that old, but she's been around for a long time.
That's not a bad combo. So they're getting ready to kick it off right now. Alexandra going to boot the ball away. He'll take a 5-yard approach. Ball spotted at the middle of the field right there on the X, the 40-yard line. 12 minutes. 24 minutes left. Second half, going to be a squib kick. This is basically onside, and Dakota Garman has some sure hands.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't think he's usually up there, but maybe they knew something. Who knows?
I don't think that was an intentional onside kick, but it was supposed to be a squib.
Yeah, he didn't get much of it.
So the Blue Devils are going to have good field position to start off with at their own 46-yard line. So the clock didn't start, but he was down by contact when the ball got him. So slot right, slot left. Calvin County in the backfield. Quarterback Quintal. Here comes near motion. Mahaney takes the jet sweep to Mahaney. He'll throw it left side and threw it up for grabs right there. And a flag coming in late. Intended receiver was Isaiah Mahaney. It was Oliver Conaway.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Illegal man downfield.
Okay, somebody trying to block for him, I guess.
So illegal man downfield. If you throw a pass and your blockers are beyond 3 yards from the line of scrimmage, that's the illegal man downfield if he's not a given designed receiver. So they back it up 5, and not a big penalty. It's going to be 1st and 15.
Yeah, that's not the way they wanted to start, but we'll see what happens here.
So they back it up to the 41. Tipton territory, Blue Devils first possession. First possession totally here in the second half. Here comes deep motion, Dallas Capshaw. They'll pass it left side. He'll go down and get it. He'll pick up 5, went to the surface to make the catch. It was a low pass. Dakota Garman picks up 5 on the catch.
They're going to Dakota here quite a few times tonight, so we'll see if they stay with it. Must be something.
We were seeing Dakota in the pregame. We were standing there beside him. He's a pretty good-sized young man.
Yeah, and he's he's a high jumper too for the track team, so he can get up there and go get it.
Yeah, Dakota Garman, he's 6'2", 170. He's a sophomore. So Blue Devils to the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted. The original stick place. Second down, 10 from the 46. Going to roll tight end right, Zach Ridgway. Going to roll right to pass, Quintoll. Looking to get rid of it. He's looking. He's going to take a quarterback sack. He'll get out of bounds. And they're going to stay with that tackle out of bounds, but he probably needs to get rid of that.
Yeah, that was DJ Egan. He was injured right there at the end of the first half, but he's back and getting after it.
So he's going to lose 5 on it, so they'll go back to about the 41-yard line. They'll call it the 40. I tell you what, you can't really get precision ball marking in a high school game.
You're just going to try to get around where you think he went out.
So they spotted, they nose it up to the 40-yard line, right hash, Blue Devils, break huddle. Third down long, third down 16. Trip to the right, short side of the field. Slot left, ball's at the right hash, drop and throw, empty backfield. Quintoll over the middle, caught. First down. I tell you what, Calvin Condit can do about anything.
He just kind of settled in between, the linebackers dropping and the safeties, just found a nice little hole in there, and Quinn got it to him on a rope.
So first down, nice ball from Quintoll. That was a 3rd and 16 play.
Yeah, that worked out well for the Blue Devils, that's for sure.
I'm glad you looked at those scores. I mean, Rochester down 21-8 to Eastern at Eastern Common High School. Shotgun quarterback Quintoll. Calvin Condit in the backfield. Motion away is Isaiah Mahaney. They'll take the jet sweep. They'll give it to Calvin. He'll dive it forward. He'll pick up a couple of yards. It's going to be second down 8.
Tristan Carroll, number 70. We've said his name quite a bit this game. He's been very active from his defensive in position.
The ball spotted in the middle of the field, between the goalposts, right in the middle. 40-yard line, Alexandria territory. 7-0 contest. Blue Devils scored first half with less than a minute to go. Diving it in, left side with a blocker back in front. Calvin Condit, Quintoll got the touchdown. Pass play, right side, made the catch. Spun outside. I tell you what, Dallas Capshaw can catch the ball and run after the catch.
Nice play there by Bryson Eckler on the tackle for the Tigers. They're 6 foot 148. Brought him down with a nice wrap up.
So third down 3, ball's resting inside the left hash, resting at the 35-yard line. Blue Devils on a drive can try to get the first down right here, third down 3. They're going to send trips to the right. Dallas Capshaw, Garman, and Mahaney. Tight end left. Tight end left is Zach Ridgway. Going to give a handoff. Calvin Condit. He'll go left side 3-hole. He'll dive it forward. He'll pick up necessary yardage. They'll move the chains. And the Blue Devils going to pick up another first down. So good play.
Number 26 on the tackle for the Tigers. That would be Will Rowland coming up from a defensive back position to make that tackle. So first down for the Blue Devils right at the 30-yard line of the Tigers.
I had to put my coat on, Larry. But slot left, slot right, long, short side of the field, left side. Garman in the slot. Dallas Capshaw slot right. Pass play. You're going to hand off up the middle. Going to get it to Calvin Condit. Condit's going to move the pile. Calvin Condit going to get a right-footed spot from the north line judge near the 25.
Well, yeah, he was tackled, bounced off a couple guys, tackled by a host of Tigers, and it looked like the ball came out, but Calvin got right back on it.
So from the 25-yard line, it's second down 5. Maybe a passing down. We'll see. 7-12, clock moving. Methodical drive. Might want to just keep it on the ground. Trips to the right. Split out wide left to Dallas Capshaw. Pass play into flat right side. Bubble screen. Isaiah Mahaney gets a good block out in front. Garman and also Oliver Conaway making a good block. Freed him up. And he's going to get out of bounds. Going to get out of bounds about the 19, maybe the 18-yard line. They'll move the chain.
That was a good play. Number 11, Owen Cook on the tackle for the Tigers.
So Blue Devils, quick pass in the flat. And Isaiah Mahaney gets what he can. We got to mention Isaiah Mahaney on the season. Playing the good pass route game. Going to go trips to the left. Split out wide right, short side of the field. Dallas Capshaw. Single him in the backfield. Calvin Condon. He'll be stopped right there. They'll blow the whistle. They'll stop play there. He got forward progress, but it's hard to get Calvin to the surface.
That was the DJ Egan again, number 53, coming up from linebacker position, pushing backwards, and then looked like big number 78, Trevor Martin, got in the game as well and started pushing. Really got him on his roller skates going backward.
So the Blue Devils going to face a second down and 11. Ball spotted just inside the 20-yard line. Alexandria territory. Ball spotted at the right hash. Split out wide right is Dallas Capshaw. 3 receivers left side. Shotgun quarterback. He'll pitch it left to Condon. Condon going to find the 5-hole, and he'll get it forward. He'll pick up yardage there. Good gain for Calvin to the 13-yard line. And the Blue Devils going to try to pick up a first down.
DJ Egan again, but there was a nice block out there by Isaiah Mahaney to break him, give him a nice little lane to run in.
So ball spotted at the 13. Blue Devils need 4 for a first down. They need 13 for the end zone. So they'll line up from the left hash. Single man in the backfield, Calvin Condon. Slot left. Tight end, double tight end. Chase Hussey in the ball game with Zach Ridgway. They'll get it to Calvin Condon. He's got a determination, and he's going to get it down near the goal line. He's going to get it about to the 2, maybe the 2.5-yard line. It's going to be a first and goal for the Blue Devils with 5:19 left here in the third quarter. 7-0 contest. Blue Devils trying to extend that lead.
Owen Cook on the tackle came up from his defensive back position, push him out of bounds.
So they mark it just inside the 5. It's near the 4. It's still first and goal from the 4. They got it at the left hash. 5:09. Alexandria Tigers. Their back is against the wall. Blue Devils going to line up in the shotgun. Single man in the backfield. Calvin Condon. Stack receivers wide right. They'll hand off to Condon. You go right side, you jump the pile. Not recommended to jump, leave your feet. Then you are at the mercy of whoever.
Yeah, trying to jump over a 6'4" Trevor Martin. He's big and wide. You're going to have a heck of a jump to do that.
So just inside the 3. Ball's in the middle of the field. Second down goal, they're calling it to 2. About 2.5. Blue Devils break huddle in unison with a hand clap. Slot left. For the Blue Devils, in the slot is Dallas Capshaw. Tight end, double tight end. Going to run the same play that scored a touchdown on the first time, but that time they say they're going to call a touchdown. Actually, the North line judge was going to spot that short.
Yeah, I think he might have been on top of Calvin Condon. Calvin left, took him into the line as well, and I think Quinn might have been, on top of him before he hit the ground.
The umpire wants to come over here and to the sideline. They're stopping play. Actually, they're going to bring a young man out of the ball game. He's going to have to set out a play. We'll hope the best. So he'll be back.
There's DJ Egan again. He's been playing his tail off tonight and coming off again. So he's not walking a little gingerly.
So Quinn Toll scores again. Same play. Lead back was Calvin Condon. He looked like 3-hole left side. Got in the end zone from 3 yards out. Point after touchdown on the way. Cole Hussey, the snap, the hold by Oliver Conaway, and the kick is good. That looked impressive on that kick by Brogan Ferg.
I'll tell you, this is his first year kicking. He's a soccer player, and I think he's finally, hit his wind here. And getting a lot of confidence when he's kicking the ball, and I think he's a junior or sophomore.
Okay, well, that's the third game in a row where he's not missed yet. He's got 12 kicks. Out of 12 kicks, 2 of them are field goals.
Again, still learning that position, and I think he's just realized, just go up in there and hit it, and don't worry about the snap and the hold. Just do your job.
I go to some practices, they let me hold for him, getting some kicks in, and I asked him, I said, what do you play on the soccer field? What's your position? He said goalie.
He is a goalie, and he also, I'm trying to remember, I think he's a swimmer as well, pretty good swimmer.
That's excellent. So 4:16 on the game clock. From the 40-yard line, they go kick it from the left hash. Nathan Hawkins, another sophomore.
Yeah, that was good class there, and the junior class above them had a lot of good players as well.
So here comes the whistle. Here comes the approach. Nathan Hawkins. Here comes the boot. End under end, pretty good elevation. Going to be taken at the 16-yard line by Alexandria. He'll take it on beyond the 30, about the 31. Again, that run back, number 5, Bryson Eckler. He's a sophomore, 6 foot, 148.
Looks like, I believe that was Cole Hussey on the tackle for the Blue Devils.
So Alexandria will have the possession. 4:11 left. Here in the third quarter, I tell you what, the Blue Devils, they scored, but they took some clock.
Yeah, they did. They ran the ball, threw the ball, and not a whole lot of timeouts or incomplete passes there.
So Alexandria going to line up, wing back, right side. Split end right and a slot left. Shotgun quarterback, Brady Gass. Single man in the backfield, Clayton Martin. They're going to fake to Martin to go inside handoff. That looked like a Bud Wright type of play.
Yeah, it was Chase Hussey and who else? Calvin Condon. Jason Calvin on the tackle.
I believe that handoff to the ball carrier was 26 Will Rowland. And they're going to line up the line of scrimmage, check the wristband. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line. It's second down 8 for Alexandria. The Tigers going to line up with trips to the right. They got a wing right, split left, single man in the backfield, Clayton Martin. Shotgun quarterback, Brady Gass. You're going to drop the throw out of the shotgun. You're going to roll right. You're going to let one go. Deep throw down the field. It's going to be overthrown. And they're going to work right there. The intended receiver was 10, John Amon. John Amon was trying to get through the defensive back, and it was really nobody's fault.
Yeah, I did. Fans didn't like it. They wanted defensive holding on that, but I'm not sure that would be the right call.
So I say, watch, when you get to the postseason and you got to throw a flag on a defending play, that's hard to do.
Well, they've been throwing a lot of them tonight, so I don't think they've been, too nervous to do that.
Well, I mean, one interference is all we've had tonight.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And it was against Alexandria. So 3:23 on the game clock. 14-0, Blue Devils in front. We're in the third quarter. Shotgun quarterback, Brady Gass, third down 8. Dropping to throw out a shotgun. Pass play. Left side caught. That's a good bullet. Ball's loose. Alexandria going to jump back on it. They're going to lose a couple of yards getting the recovery. But that was a good ball from Brady Gass and a nice catch by Bryson Eckler. That was a bullet.
That was, and Trevor Martin fell on that, the center, I believe.
Does the ball still have air in it?
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He is a good-sized young man. He's going to jog off the field now. They're going to go back into punt formation. 3:03 left, fourth down, 4th and 4. They're showing punt formation here. Well, let's see. Is that Gass back there to punt? I think it might be in. We'll double-check here. He's going to throw. I thought they were going to fake this, and they did, and they got a first down. So first down, they're going to pick up necessary yardage. They needed 4. They might have got 7. I was wondering why Gass was going to be the punter.
Oliver Conway on the tackle, but not after he got a first down. They caught him off guard, I think.
So Coach Pete Gass pulls a string right there, and it's going to be first down once again for Alexandria. They'll extend this possession. 2:30 left here in the third quarter. Blue Devils in front, 14-0. Alexandria has it, 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Ball's at the right hash. They're going to line up at the wing left. tight slot, right side. Sing them in the backfield, Clayton Martin. They're going to run the jet sweep with the pitch right to left. And they're going to be a positive gain. They're going to pick up about 4. That was very similar to that play we talked about in the pregame with Coach Gass.
That was Dallas Captraw coming over from his safety position, made a nice tackle.
So ball's out to the 48-yard line. Second down, they're calling it 6 on the board. Checking the wristbands, they're calling the plays. So the play caller on the sideline, he's got stark white gloves so they can see. So I should mention, Alexandra wearing the burgundy jerseys with the yellow pants. Blue Devils all white tonight. Dropping back to throw. Dropping back. We're going to flag come in. It's going to be a holding penalty. Long pass caught. Caught at the 7. He'll jog right in, and that was 14 Mason Fuller. That stands up. He'll have touchdown pass, reception, I should say, number 15. And they're going to call a holding penalty against Alexandria.
Yeah, that was fairly evident, I thought. And, they undersized Blue Devil line trying to get in there. Somebody broke through and they just grabbed a hold of the jersey. But some blown coverage there from the Blue Devils as well, so they got to clean that up.
We got to see a little bit about Mr. Gass' arm to what Brady Gass launched that one a pretty good distance.
Sure did.
So they're going to back it up. They'll take it back to the 39-yard line of Alexandria. Second down, 16. Ball's in the middle of the field. So what the defensive coverage for the Blue Devils didn't look like they were there.
Oh, I think that was a busted coverage all the way.
So shotgun. Brady Gass, sing him in the backfield. Clayton Martin. Slot, tight slot. Here comes near motion. Going to roll left. Rolling left, looking to throw. Brady Gass threw a little bit behind the intended target. And it looked like they were trying to get that to either Will Rowland or possibly Mason Fuller.
Yeah, couldn't connect on that one.
So Calvin Condit right there defensively. Linebacker, he knows all the moves.
I tell you what, he's just a well-seasoned football player, both offensively and defensively. He can see things like that and reacts to the ball very, very well.
He's growing up in a nice household. He's got a good brother.
Oh yeah, sure does.
So they're going to work it right there. They've respotted. 38-yard line, middle of the field, third down, 16. 1:20 on the game clock. Clock will start on the snap. Dropping to throw out the shotgun. Going to roll right. Brady Gass throws back against the grain. The catch is made by Clayton Martin. Martin's going to pick up some yardage, but they're going to end up about 4th and 12.
Yeah, real good tackle there, and coming up, the Slade Springer broke down. Kept his feet under him and made a nice wrap-up tackle.
So they're going to bring the original punter out to do the punting technique. Senior Blake Studebaker, 5'11", 162. So Studebaker going to back up to punt. He'll line up about 12 yards deep. Late personnel entry on the punting team. Gunners left and right looking for the snap. Beatty going to punt it out of there. Low elevation, line drive taken by Condit at their own 26. Condit's going to take it forward. He's going to pick up about 9 on the return. Blue Devils are going to have it at their own 35, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Sider Hartwell and Tristan Carroll, both names we said a lot tonight on the tackle for the Tigers.
So they back it up. They'll put it at the 34. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. And they'll go from there. So the ball's just inside the left hash. Third quarter, about ready to empty out, Larry. 24.7 left. 14-0 contest. Blue Devils in front. Trips to the right. Slot left. Single in the backfield, Calvin Condit. Shotgun quarterback, Quinn Toll. He'll call the snap count. He'll hand off. Left to right, he'll go back left. Calvin Condit going to pick up about 7 on the first down carry. And that's going to empty the clock out. They're going to let it roll. It's at 15 seconds.
Bryson Eckler on the tackle, number 5 for the Tigers.
The Blue Devils going to play one more play. They're going to try to. It's not urgent to get this play off. So 4 seconds, they're just going to try to draw them offside. So that's what they were doing once again. Might as well try to get some free yardage.
Yeah, I see some guys sliding around a little bit too, looking through these binoculars, starting to see a little shine on the field. With the temperature going down, might have a little, frost starting out there. So, like I said, guys have to try to keep their footing.
Absolutely. So we're getting ready for fourth quarter action. They're going to invert the field. Blue Devils are going to have it at their own 42-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we resume. And we'll also mention, if you're a kid or if you're still a kid at heart, you'll be more than amazed. Mr. Muffin's trains. They have model trains for fully functioning online availability for model trains and parts. You can find them in Atlanta, Indiana, 165 East Main Street. You can reach them by phone at 765-292-2022. Again, 765-292-2022. Or you can find them on the web at that's M-R, Muffins, plural, trains.com. They're currently located at 28801 State Road 19. And they're in suite number 30. So the Blue Devils going to go right to the line of scrimmage. First play from scrimmage. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes left. Shotgun. Quinn Toll singing in the backfield. To his right, just behind him, is Calvin Conant. Trips to the left. They'll hand off to Conant. He'll go right to left. He'll find the 3-hole and get it out beyond the 45. About the 45 and a half. A good carry. Going to pick up a first down for the Blue Devils.
Tyler Hartwell made the tackle for the Tigers, number 32.
So they roll the clock. They do that in varsity games prior to getting the chain set. They've got a good chain crew and a good officiating crew. I haven't seen a whole lot of problems here tonight.
No, like I said, they were calling, pretty active with their penalty calls the first half, but it's kind of settled in a little bit now.
So to the line of scrimmage, Blue Devils. Calvin Conant, just a shoestring. Pretty hard to do with gloves on, but he can do it. Trips to the right. Tight end left is Ridgeway. Shotgun. Taking a snap, high snap, brings it back down, hands off to Calvin Condon. That high snap changes the complexion of a play just a little bit. But Calvin Condon going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down 10.
Yeah, Camden Shelton, number 51 on the tackle for the Tigers.
So 2nd down 10. Quinn Toll runs to the sideline, picks up the play. Quinn Toll trying to keep his hands warm. I don't know if any of these Blue Devils have the jerseys with the muff in front.
I don't think so.
I tell you what, a lot of folks used to have that. And then they're going to work with the trips, right side, tight end left, Ridgeway. Shotgun snap. Pass play, right side, going to go in the bubble screen to Dallas Capshaw. He shakes off a would-be tackler. I tell you what, Larry, he gets the first down, but he was dead to rights when he caught that ball.
Yeah, he sure was, and I think that was number 12, Langdon Ashby on the tackle for the Tigers there. Saved a touchdown probably.
So Quinn Toll gets solid pass right now in the flat. Dallas Capshaw, and Capshaw takes it into Alexandria territory. Ball's resting at the 43-yard line of Alexandria at the right hash. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. 10:08 left here in the fourth. Clock is moving. Blue Devils in front, 14-0. They're going to line up in a slot left. In the slot is Capshaw. Split in is Garman. See him in the backfield. Dallas, Calvin Condon. Condon with the carry. He'll go left side. Shoestring tackle.
Will Rowland came in and made a nice trip-up tackle there in the backfield.
So good play there. It's going to be 2nd down. Going to give him a gain of 1. I say give, but I don't really mean give because Calvin Condon earns every yard he gets.
Sure does. And like I said, Will Rowland made a nice shoestring tackle, and Calvin tripped it, but still got a yard gain on it.
So 42-yard line. Ball's near the middle of the field. Blue Devils are taking this offensive set. They're going to the east goal line, away from the scoreboard. Shotgun quarterback, Quinn Toll. Take the snap. He'll hand off right to left. Again, it's kind of, he's broke. He broke it loose. He may go. Nope, he's going to be caught in the backfield. We'll see. He'll be tackled about the 6. Chasing him down right there, I believe was number 12, Langdon Ashby Ashby chased him down.
A nice blocking out there by Roach, and I believe Grayson Withrow to make a little seam there for him to shoot through, and a nice tackle there by Langdon Ashby to keep him from going for 6.
And what, that hole opened up, and he was through it.
Yeah, he sure was.
I tell you what, so the Blue Devils going to have the ball just outside the 5. It's nosed up to the 5-yard line. Left hash, 8:40 on the game clock. They break huddle. Shotgun quarterback, Quintal. They'll go stacked. 2 receivers left side. That's Garman and Capshaw. Takes the snap. They're going to hand off. Calvin Connick going to try to get the goal line. He'll dive it forward. He'll put it at the 1. I thought he reached over, but his knee must have been down.
Yeah, I think his knee hit before he reached it over, so he'll be down like about the 1-foot line.
So what, sometimes you got to go with the person that got you there, and Calvin Connick probably going to get this dive in. We'll see. We could see Quintal with a 3rd touchdown.
It could be, yeah. We'll see whether they give it to Calvin or whether they try the quarterback follow-up.
Blue Devils are not selfish.
No.
So they're going to break huddle. It's at the half-yard line, left hash. You got big Nathan Hawkins up there. Going to block for this. Right beside him, Roach. Jack Roach. Here comes a handoff. Calvin Connick going to walk it in. Calvin Connick, he got him there, and he just walks in.
A big Jack Roach, number 65, he just blew the defensive tackle right down into the nose guard and took a whole host of Tigers with him. So a nice block there. And linemen don't get a point for those, but he sure got a good block and should get a gold star or whatever the heck they give him for a good block.
So Calvin Connick puts it in the end zone for the 11th time this season. Point after touchdown, they're going to try the kick variety. Brogan Ferg, he's made his last 12 kicks. Here comes the boot, and we'll call it 13. Brogan Ferg, I tell you what, he must be moonlighting, getting some lessons.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, like I said, I think he's just, he's finally getting comfortable in that position. Football's, a scary sport for some people, and he's a good kid, and like I said, I think he's just hitting his stride, been practicing that stroke and just clearing his mind and booting it. He knows how to do that.
I know you're the Tipton Middle School head football coach. How long have you been with Tipton football at the middle school level?
This is the 5th year now this year, and we've had some really good teams and some not so, but it goes up and down. It had a good group of kids this year, 7th graders that we're looking forward to. They really got some talented kids, looking forward to a good year next year, and starting to hit the weight room a little bit, which got me excited. And so we're trying to keep that tradition going and sending some players up to Coach Stoll to take them to the next level.
So that tells me what I was thinking about. All 4 classes here, you're familiar with them.
Yeah, I sure am, and I coach most of them, and like I said, really proud of their work ethic, and had a tough year last year, but they're turning it around this year.
So Nathan Hawkins teeing the ball up. He likes a little vertical tee right there, a little vertical football. He'll take a 6-yard approach, a little bit soccer style, not a whole lot. Here's the whistle. 7:39 left here in the 4th quarter. Blue Devils up 21-0. So a deep return right there, working it again. He's going to be caught near the 30-yard line. On the return, once again, it was Bryson Eckler. He wears number 5. He's a sophomore.
Landon Spidell came down to make that tackle for the Blue Devils, so we'll be starting right about a 30-yard line.
So Alexandra going to put the ball in play. 1st and 10 at the 30, their own 30. 7:33 on the game clock. It'll start on the snap. And okay, what got some haze out in the air. I tell you what, a lot of harvest going on.
Yeah, sure is, and I think little fog coming in too, rolling in here. But
so there goes shotgun. Brady Gass going to ask Clayton Martin to work on his right side. There go trips left, split out wide right. Going to be a passing down. Going to be caught. Nice ball right there. 10, John Amon. Amon makes the play. His last name is spelled A-I-M-A-N. So Amon makes the catch. He'll get out of bounds, pick up a good first down yardage. Another first down.
Isaiah Mahaney on the tackle, but I'm not sure who was covering him in the first place. Isaiah came from out of nowhere to haul him down.
John Amon entered this ball game with 15 catches, 165 yards, 39 pass reception and run is as long as he has one touchdown. Trips to the right, short side of the field. Handoff. Clayton Martin, he'll get near the 50. They'll spot him at the 50-yard line. He'll get a carry of about 2 yards.
Boy, super play by Cole Hussey again. You know, he's not very big, about 185, 5'10", playing nose guard, you know, because the Huskies, the Blue Devils are a little undersized there, but he keeps coming in and moving up from his middle linebacker position on that one, playing defensive line.
So spotted at the 50. Second down, 8 for the Tigers. Going to run the option. Left side, he pitches it. Gas pitches it to Clayton Martin. And the Blue Devils were not fooled. It's going to be tackle for a loss in the backfield.
Calvin Condit and looked like Conaway on the tackle for the Blue Devils.
So going to lose some yardage on that play. Going to lose about 5. It's going to be marked back at the 44-yard line of Alexandria as they get the huddle. Excuse me, the play called in from the sideline. Check the wristbands. Clock moving, 6:10 left, fourth quarter. Alexandria going to line up again in the shotgun. Brady Gast in the backfield with him is Clayton Martin, classmate, junior class. Going to roll back, looking to get rid of it. Nearly a sack there. Couldn't quite get him. Going to throw one down the field. It's going to be out of bounds. His foot was on the boundary line prior to making the catch. Didn't make the catch anyway. That's a good effort. Mason Fuller. They're going to call roughing the passer on Tipton.
That was a little bit late there, and I came up and, ball was already gone.
So they'll get a free 15 and won't be free. Because, I tell you what, Brady Gass, I was looking at him before the game. We saw him. He's got some guns.
He's a well-put-together young man, and that's for sure, So he I'm sure carrying the ball is nothing new for him. So he was. They had to respect that. Came up just a little bit late to hit him after the ball was gone.
He's got those Brett Favre guns.
Like I said, he's an impressive young athlete.
So he'll be back again next year. So they're going to line up split right. Split right is John Amon, number 10. Trips to the left. They got a wing back. H-back over there with the trips from the left hash. Shotgun quarterback is Brady Gass. Him in the backfield, Clayton Martin. They're going to be a flag come in. Three simultaneous flags. And I don't know if that's a play clock. What was that, Larry?
Well, I think that's a illegal procedure on the Tigers. They're going to back them up.
So illegal procedures. They will back up 5. And the ball's going to be spotted back at the 46-yard line. Ball is in Tipton territory at the Tipton 46 at the left hash. Clock is at 5 minutes, 50 seconds. After the incompletion on the previous play, clock is stopped. Shotgun quarterback, Brady Gass. Him in the backfield, Clayton Martin. Slot right. They're going to run an inside handoff with the wing back. H-back gets the carry. He's going to take it down inside the 45 near the 42-yard line.
And Joey Bautaw and Calvin Condit on the stop for the Devils.
So, ball spotted, 42-yard line, Tipton territory. It's second down, 11. Second and 11, clock moving, 5:26. Fourth quarter clock, Blue Devils in front, 21-0. So we're going to line up in a shotgun. Clayton Martin in the backfield. Slot right, slot left. Back into play. Pass in the right flat. Caught. Credit the catch, Mason Fuller. Fuller's going to get what he can. He'll be pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's going to be a gain of a couple.
And the cousins, Calvin Condit and Oliver Conaway, teamed up for the tackle.
So they'll nose it up, 40-yard line, third down. They're calling it 3rd and 8. Public address. They're getting the play from the sideline and check their wristbands. Wide right receiver is John Amon, number 10 for the Tigers. They have 3 receivers left side, including the H-back off the tight end. Going to work it back up the middle. Good handoff and a good carry. He'll take it to the 30. He's going to pick up just enough for a first down. Clayton Martin, the ball carrier.
Wade Springer and Isaiah Mahaney on the tackle for the Blue Devils.
So they'll roll the clock. 1st and 10. Ball's at the Tipton 30-yard line. 4:37 left in the fourth. Clock is moving. Slot left, split right. H-back right side. Shotgun quarterback taken by Gass. He'll hand it up Hand it off again to Clayton Martin. He'll dive it forward. He'll get some good yardage. And Tipton Blue Devils going to stop him at the 21.
Chase Hussey and I think Clay Springer combined on the tackle for the Blue Devils.
They're going to mark it back at the 22-yard line, just inside the right hash. Second down, they're calling it 2 on the board, 4:04 left, clock moving. Single man in the backfield, Clayton Martin, he'll get the handoff again. He'll go left side, 3-hole, and he will get enough for a first down. So they'll move the chains again. It's going to be 1st and 10, Alexandria at the Blue Devil 19.
Yeah, Springer and Hussey again on the tackle for the Devil.
So they hurry up to the line of scrimmage, slot right. In the slot is Mason Fuller. Split left, tight end, across the middle, they'll throw a pass. Right side, the quick out, and he couldn't bring it in. Blue Devils there on the coverage, and we'll hope everyone's okay right here. But they're probably going to slow to get up there is Oliver Conaway. They didn't stop play. They didn't stop the game for him. He's still in the game.
Yeah, I think Oliver got hit by his own teammate. They were trying to make the tackle.
A little friendly fire, they call that. 21-0. And couldn't make the catch. Clock stopped at 3:40. Ball's respotted at the 19-yard line, right hash. Shotgun quarterback, Brady Gast. Brady Gast, 5'10", 165, can throw the football. Takes the pitch left side. You're going to throw one now. He's going to go left side back in the end zone. Incomplete. But he launched that a pretty good long way.
Good coverage by Isaiah Mahaney on that one. Just threw it too far out of bounds.
So incomplete pass stops the clock at 3:33. So they respotted the 19-yard line, right hash. 3rd down 10. So what they were racking up some first downs. They're going to try to get another one.
Yeah, sure will. Right here, I think they'll. I don't know if they'll try to. I'm sure they'll try to pass it once again.
So they'll go from the line of scrimmage. Check the wristband. Here we go. Shotgun. Brady Gast. Clayton Martin to his right. Single man in the backfield. Slot left. Tight end right. They're going to work it left side. Dropping to throw. Going to roll right now. Looking to get rid of it. Brady Gast is finally going to let it go. And then tackle's going to be made right there. And then Cole Hussey put a hit on him. Gast held that ball a long time, but he did throw it to a target, so it's not grounding.
No, not at all. He was out of the pocket, so he can throw that.
So 3:25 on the game clock. They're going to respot it. It's going to be 4th and 10. 4th down 10, 19-yard line. So the Tigers trying to extend this possession, this series. They need 10 on this play or more. Blue Devils going to call a timeout. Blue Devils going to call a timeout. They had some in their back pocket. Might as well call them and talk this over and try to pitch another shutout.
Well, I'm sure they're just going to be happy to get away with the win here, but we'll see what the Tigers come up with.
So both teams talking this over. And football on a Friday night. The Colts on Sunday night. I believe this is their only primetime game this season.
Yeah, it seems like we usually don't get those primetime games. I don't know why. That small market mentality. I guess they don't want to show that want to show those big city teams.
I think your final record determines part of that.
Well, that could be too. Yeah.
But I think I'm a little bit concerned. Joe Flacco, I'm pretty impressed with him.
Yeah, he's like I said, you get those experienced guys that been around the league. They sometimes they may not have the body of the young guys, but they know how to get it done.
Joe Flacco, 39 years old, 17th year in the league. He's from Delaware University.
I did not realize that. Well, he's been there for a long time doing good work. So
only one other quarterback from Delaware ever being in the NFL, Rich Gannon.
Did not realize that.
So they're going to run shotgun. Here comes near motion. Near motion, that's 14, Mason Fuller. Drops the throw. He's going to go right side to Fuller. End zone. Went up for it. They're going to call a flag. They're going to throw a flag. They're going to throw a flag. I tell you what, that was That was pretty incidental, both guys going after the ball.
Well, Landon Spidell did go up, but I think he had his hand on his shoulder there. I was looking through the binoculars there. I could see it pretty clearly. He had one hand up in the air and the other on the guy's shoulder.
So it's going to be an interference. They're going to go half the distance to the goal line. They'll go to the 9.5-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10. I believe it will. It might be a half yard short. Let's see what they're going to do here. That might be a half yard short of the first down, Larry. That's not an automatic. Well, maybe it is. They're going to put it to 9.5. So 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, as soon as they dropped those flags, they gave them to the ball at the 9.
So inside the right hash, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 3:19 left. Got trips to the left, split out wide right is John Amon, number 10. Dropping the throw, going to be a quarterback sack. He shot out of the cannon, and that was
Calvin Condit coming from the outside linebacker position on a
late flag near the goal line. Let's see what this is about. I don't know what this is, but Joe Vauthal's got his hands in the air. We'll find out. That's not like Joe, is it?
No, but somebody drove him clear down to the end zone on a pass play, so I'm not sure. The guy was off driving him down the field.
They call a penalty against the Tigers, unsportsmanlike. So they're going to back it up 15 after the sack took place.
Yeah, it's getting a little chippy out there, and we have one Alexandra fan who thinks every play should be a penalty. I guess every fan base has one of those, don't they?
So they mark it back to the 36-yard line. 36-yard line, Larry. It's 2nd down and goal.
I don't know, how many first and goals from the 36 plays you have there. Just chuck it down there.
So shotgun. Single in the backfield, Clayton Martin. Split out wide right is Amon. Trips to the left. That's including the H-back number. That's number 12 out of the. They're going to pass play. Couldn't get it to him. The H-back on that play was number 12, Langdon Ashby, a junior.
Yeah, I think he wanted to run with it before he secured it, and he didn't have a lot of green space in front of him.
So when you catch a pass over the middle, that quarterback has to look out in front of that throw.
Yeah, he was like that. He was open, had some space, but I'd hate to catch those over the middle.
So handoff. Clayton Martin, he'll go up the middle, go one hole, left side of the center. Then he'll be tackled right there, and they'll work it from there.
Cole Hussey again. I don't know how many tackles he's got tonight, but he's chalking them up.
So 4th down goal, ball spotted at the Blue Devil 32-yard line. Clock moving, 2:20 left here in the 4th quarter. Blue Devils in front, 21-0. They'll go to shotgun, Brady Gast. Single in the backfield, Clayton Martin. You're going to roll right. You're going to look to throw a pass here. You're going to release it, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Blue Devils, and that is Calvin Condit. Calvin Condit going to pick up his 3rd interception this season.
Yeah, a little extracurriculars there from the Tigers, but no call. So they're going to work offensively there. It's going to be the Blue Devils taking over on offense. And 2 minutes. We're at the 2-minute warning, Larry. Clock is straight up 2 minutes. Blue Devils have it 1st and 10. Left hash at their own 43. Yeah, I think they'll just keep the ball on the ground here and let the clock roll.
So Chase Hussey going to line up left side tight end. Right side is Zach Ridgway. Slot right. In the slot is Dallas Capshaw. Split out wide right is Dakota Garman. Handoff up the middle. Didn't want to get a lot, just wanted to use some clock there. He'll pick up about 1 yard. Calvin Condit, he stood up in the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, a bunch of Tigers brought him down. Looks like number 53 again, DJ Egan on the tackle.
So clock moving, 1:40 left. They respot it at the 43, so no gain. 2nd down 10. Blue Devils. Play coming in from the sideline. Quinn Toll. 1:27. Play clock is at 18. So they break huddle. In unison with a hand clap. Split out wide left is Dakota Garman. Wide right is Dallas Capshaw. Double side in, Ridgeway and Chase Hussey. We call the Cates, take the snap. Handoff from Quinn Tolles. Calvin Condit will work at the left side. He's trying to stay in bounds, and he will. Calvin Condit, pretty good football IQ.
26, Will Howard on the, or Roland, I'm sorry, on the tackle there for the Tigers.
So clock moving inside 50 seconds. Fourth quarter, ball spotted at the 46-yard line of Tipton. Third down, 6. So they'll have to snap it one more time. And here comes the play. From the sideline was Quinn Toll. Play clocked at 14. So they're going to break huddle. And they may take a timeout. I don't know if they'll let this elapse to just a little bit. Take as much as they can off the clock. Play clocked at 3. They may call a timeout. Don't know. They're going to snap it. The clock emptied out. So they're going to have to give up 5 yards on this delay of game. But there's 9.5 left.
No problem there.
So they give up 5. They'll snap the ball again here in a moment with the clock stopped. And it's at the 41. They'll go under center. They were under center on the last snap. Didn't snap the ball. Quinn Toll. 9.5 left. Tight bunch just to protect any fumble that might happen. They'll take a kneel down 1 yard back, and that's going to empty out the clock. And the Blue Devils are going to advance to next week, Larry. I don't know if you could pull up that game to find out if we can. But Blue Devils are going to walk across the 50-yard line, across the field with the Alexandria Tigers. Alexandria Tigers, 7-4 this year, finished 3rd in the Central Indiana Conference. I tell you what, the Alexandria Tigers have a good coach, Coach Pete Gast.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're looking to see if we can find a score in that Rochester game. Haven't found it yet, so I'll keep paging here.
So they're shaking hands. It's all good. It's all about student athletics. It's a good thing, the IHSAA. I tell you what, they do feverishly good work. I mean, we're happy to be here. There were 3 other broadcast crews down in the press box. We kind of got out of there, got permission, also freed up some space for them. And I tell you what, Terry House, the athletic director here at Alexandria, he's the best.
Looks like fourth quarter, looks like Eastern up 28-24 over Rochester with looks like 5 minutes to go.
That's pretty tight.
That's a good game up there in Greentown.
Wow. That Josh Edwards. I said, well, Josh Edwards has another son playing for him right now. His older son went on. I think he went to college to play. I think he might have went to the service.
I'm not sure. But he's he's always has a good team up there, and so we'll see how that one ends up. But either team is going to be a handful for the Blue Devils next week.
Coach Josh Edwards coaching in his 26th season.
Yes, he's been, and I think he's been there almost the whole time, hasn't he?
He's been to almost 5 years somewhere else. But I tell you what, Larry, what did you think about this ball game?
Well, I really didn't see this coming. I thought this would be a much closer ball game than it was. The Blue Devils just kind of made some big plays when they had to, and some big runs, and so they were able to control the ball most of the game.
Absolutely. I tell you what, if you check the website, we'll have the website corrected here by Wednesday or sooner. Find out where we're playing, who we're playing. But I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, but I think the Blue Devils will be the visiting team next week.
I think either way they probably would.
So we're going to bow out here. We thank you for listening. We thank my wife back home, Sound Check, and we thank Robbie Kendall from Audio Sports Online. And we hope you'll tune in next week. If you can't make it live, it's always best to see the game live.
Oh, absolutely. Come out and support high school football in Indiana. It's a great thing, and support these kids that work their tails off. And so if you can, then come on out and watch it live.
I tell you what, actually, if they want to come out and watch it live, they can bring their earbuds, because our broadcast is live 1-to-1, so you can learn some stuff. I mean, when I go to the Indianapolis Indians games, I take my headphones because I'm going to listen to Howard Kellman, because while that guy's batting, I'm going to find out what his batting average is, how many home runs he's hit, and all that stuff.
Absolutely, and just to to give you the respect and credit you deserve, AJ. You do spend a lot of time putting together information on the teams and each individual player, number of tackles, interceptions, and so you do an outstanding job giving us a lot of information to work with.
Well, thanks, Larry. I'm trying to be a better broadcaster because I was not that good at football.
Well, you're doing a pretty good job now. I'm just kind of tagging along, trying to learn something from you.
You got plenty to do, and I wish the best. You're just the best. And did you find out anything about Caleb's ball game with West Lafayette?
I didn't get to that one, but we'll see what we can find out real quickly here. Go back here and see if we have something on that one.
So West Lafayette and are at Northwestern tonight, Class 3A, Sectional 27. Here it is.
28-14 at halftime, it shows. So West Lafayette, 28-14 at half. So we don't know what might have happened in that one, but no update since halftime.
Wow. Well, check that out on ScoreStream. If you don't have ScoreStream, check out that app because it's good. And also, if you want to check out Bob Level tonight, 9:30 p.m. to midnight, he'll be talking about high school football that whole duration.
Yeah, so we'll, he always gives a lot of information if you follow high school football, or even if you don't in Indiana. It's it's good listening to him and finding out what the schools in your area are doing.
Thank you again for tuning in. We'll mention no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let him go. Keep the fire burning. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Hey, that's the big spread.